Gladstone pre-poll booth has come back
Oh yeah.
with our
Now
primary
it
vote
looks like
going
a
up and the
phone.
LNPs going
That's
down.
back.
So I think that's going to be a bit of a dark horse over the course of the night, and it
Oh,
doesn't look
so
like
like, can you do
electoral
split
uptake
screen on
from
your
what I'm
TV?
hearing. I don't know. I've got other hopes.
Like
I
a
guess.
video game?
And
Ah.
I don't know.
yeah, I've just got some messages in that Dixon's.
The audio quality. Oh,
Dutton have
shit!
not
My
yet
mic
come in.
audio might be in mono
Albany.
for stereo. I
Well,
think
is it
that's
your
fine.
mic supposed to be in mono? Or is it
Yeah,
like it's only on the
but
left?
then it would mean it's only playing on the left channel.
Now it looks like a phone.
One of them actually having changed hands. Let's begin.
I've just set it so that it's fine now. Audio leveling on this
I heard
YouTube thing
this
is gonna be
sometimes.
shit ass,
We're seeing some more 27%.
I guess.
but that's fine.
Bitch, why are you so close to your mic?
7.5%.
Me?
On 2.7%.
Yes.
Now again, Labor's
I don't know.
picking up three.
For some reason how do I sound?
Might help the Liberal Party a little bit. Pretty simple math.
You're almost peaking, I think.
I am absolutely peaking, but like when it comes up on OBS, it's limited at like
That's a win for Labor.
minus 26, 27.
Last time, and it wins the seat with Higgins. Let's take a look at Goldstein
Okay,
as well,
but
also
like,
in Victoria.
it's you got the clipping sound, man.
Okay.
This is a seat
I'll turn it down.
So move
We'll
back.
fix it in post.
Hello, check 1 2, check 1 2.
A Liberal Party
Yeah,
candidate
better.
starts to get in trouble against
I'll
the Teal.
see if I
30%
can't
is
do
where you
some
want to be if
compression
you're a
on the
Teal.
audio.
So way off those two figures. For Tim Wilson, he's lost
It's
12%,
your
36% primary for Zoe Daniel.
Man, the ABC presenter be a racist to the Teals.
You can see the size of the lead. Yes, we might not be through a lot of the
I
What?
like the
size
Teals.
of that lead. We're also
You know the Teals?
seat at the moment.
What are you talking
The
about, mate?
independents. The fucking Teal independents, man.
Yeah.
Oh, mate. In Kuyong, there's an independent that's like well, they're kind of losing to fucking what's his name, like Josh Frydenberg or something.
Yeah, but did they lose by much?
Not much.
See, that means like she could have won.
Yeah, she could have.
That's why I'm rooting for them.
Did you vote for an independent for your voting?
Yeah,
Gonna be
I
the
voted for
audio engineer that I
Bong
am
Bong
and
in
try to
the
do
Philippines.
leveling
Oh, mate,
using a
Deacon
separate pair of
is on.
headphones on my phone to check the stream audio and see how I sound.
All right.
I can't hear you, by the way.
Not much. Defense
So
Minister
excuse me for a
re-elected.
second as I do audio engineer
Peter
level.
Dunn. Do you think Peter Dunn's gonna win his seat back?
Did you vote for?
Because he's a. There's also an independent there, right? If you know.
Can you guys talk a lot, please? Talk, talk, talk.
Hey Jack, are you not wearing any pants by any chance?
The other seat I want to look at in Victoria is going to get a lot of interest, I'm sure, through the night. Peter Dunne's in a bit of trouble.
Can you hear Jack? Because I can't.
What about the other potential leader of the party as well in the seat of Kuyong? And that's
Did you? Are you covering up the mic or some shit? No.
playing out so far, but he's in the fight.
I don't know what's wrong with your mic, Jack, but like, it's a very low
Oh, okay,
volume
well,
now.
there's Jack on.
Because you really do have Labor
Hold on,
in the
I'm still testing the audio.
At those numbers, you're going to get a pretty good flow to Monique Ryan, though, and Josh Frydenberg in some trouble, but certainly in the contest.
Hello.
As you see here,
Can you hear me?
he's behind. Not
Yes, I
really
can
on that,
hear
but
you now.
Oh, so I was saying Peter Dutton got his seat back.
postal vote, remember, coming in as well. So I'm we're not going to
Peter Dunn.
The problem again that we
Stop you from
I
coming to the
reckon
country, mate.
if Skirma loses, Peter Dunn will be the next Liberal leader.
for the Liberal Party for the
Nah,
and 69 for Labor. So you're
Yeah.
seeing if we're giving these
surely not.
they're getting up
Yeah,
to
because like if
74.
Skirma loses, they're just gonna give up on him, man. He's gonna kick. They're gonna kick him out.
These three seats
Oh yeah.
and
So I was
losing
saying
these
Peter
Yeah,
Dutton got
because
his
like
seat back.
down into the
Skirma fucked up so much. Even the other libs are like, fuck, mate, you kind of shit.
but well
You
ahead
from
of the
coming to the
coalition.
country,
So the next question is there any way right now
So this is Skirma's last chance, man.
Thanks. These are live shots coming to us from
Surely
Goldstein.
not.
The cease.
I am back, boys.
Welcome back. Was the audio good?
I just need to bump my own audio up like 2 dB and then we are pitch perfect. I got it pretty tight the first time round.
Just like something mother last night.
so, but you look at a sort of a third force in Australian politics, like the Australian Democrats were in the 1960s.
Oh, the stream is
Well, to
looking
New
good.
South Wales, because I remember it's like where the fucking
Looking at
girls' school
6 House
is.
of Representative seats if you count Indi.
Do you have a restraining order
No.
with that school?
So it's like you got your fucking Sydney boys, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you got McKellar girls.
In the House of Representatives.
Well, they probably didn't have
Wow,
the money.
Jack's nose.
A certain Mr.
$12 million.
You know, daddy's money behind here. You know, behind.
What
Oh, that's true.
notes? Well, to New South Wales, I remember it's like where the
Have
fucking
have a hard look at
girls'
yourselves rather
school
than
is.
complain about this. This is.
I hope you guys enjoyed that.
See, the independents are kind of going neck and neck, man.
You know, all
So
the
it's like you got your fucking Sydney
No,
boys,
no, we're
right?
having a hard look at ourselves, and obviously,
And you
the
got
result
McKellar
is
girls.
not a great result.
I mean, it's New South Wales, which is a lost cause, mate.
And we've got to look at, I think, both major parties have to.
Right, and New South Wales, oh wow, the Libs dominating New South Wales.
65%. So Australia is split into
Well, the
the
Libs,
centre-right group,
big libbing.
centre-left Labor, and then a third
Yeah.
who are everything from fake independents.
They might pull a 2019.
To the Greens. There is this sort of
Well, you know,
this rainbow
Labour's
colour.
ahead in the polls, but like, Libs won at the end.
Almost be in minority government. Kieran, I've got a birthday in Pearce in Western
Yeah.
Australia, 6.3%, which will be big and starts to warm me towards Richard's confidence in a majority government.
That's the Albanese got re-elected.
And on Tom Connell's list there, he hasn't got Robertson.
He won his seat
Yeah,
Robertson.
by
Yeah.
how
Can I
much?
just say, what was
I don't know.
Robertson thinking? I mean, he's
Well, I
sort of
assume
bashed to death
since
over climate
he's
change for
a leader,
decades.
it would be a pretty safe seat.
You guys are just, so I'm looking at James now, bleeding Liberal votes to the Greens around Melbourne. There's a bit of that going on in Brisbane as well. I mean, Scott had this 26 to 28% target, but on his own projection,
the ABC thinks that the coalition will be unable to form majority.
but he wouldn't make that commitment. You got
Who?
Barnaby Joyce and Matt
The coalition.
Oh, the coalition can't do majority.
That's what the ABC projects.
Well, hopefully they don't win at all.
I mean, the Teals are basically a 2-0.
Oh yeah, they're saying they have to do a Greens coalition, double coalition. Check that out.
And for whatever reason,
See, the coalition
They
is
did-
so
they-
shit that they have to be a coalition. You get me?
Yeah, like the
They're too
Greens
tight.
and Labour were going to do a coalition, I think, a few years ago. But, like, it didn't go ahead because, like, fucking Labour.
Cause fuck the Greens.
No, fuck Labour.
No, the Greens only has one seat, bitch. So like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, but that's the greatest seat. It's my seat, mate.
Yeah, it's your seat. See, fuck Melbourne's, fucking inner city Melburnians, which I'm gonna be soon.
Yeah, what about Queensland Griffith, okay? Greens is winning there.
Who's the contender there? Is it a Labour seat?
It was a Liberal.
Deep fake
Alright,
technology
I'm fine with
these
that.
days is
The
going
Greens can
far.
have that seat because it was a Lib seat.
Is backing out of town. The problem for the coalition isn't in these leafy seats.
No, they just talk about China. I don't know where this. Why haven't been following the conversation. I've just been looking at the little
It's 'cause,
pop-ups
this
of people
morning,
being
like, the
re-elected.
Libs sent out like SMSs be like not a Chinese, but a foreign boat has invaded Australian waters. Vote Liberal to protect your sovereignty or some shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
I won't go live to Rebecca.
So these bitches at the ABC are still be like, oh my god, China's so scary. I'm so scared of Xi Jinping.
More company there on the cross bench.
Ah, Winnie!
Good evening.
He looked like Winnie the Pooh, man.
It's all a bit early in the night still here.
Vinny!
Gotta vote for Peter Dunn so he can protect us all with his giant head.
I'm very excited.
She's gonna give China head.
Yes.
Some of our results that are
Who's this trade minister guy?
What are you talking about?
The fact one of the commentators are like an ex-trade minister.
I don't know. I'm just looking at the little pop-ups of who's winning which
The
seat.
numbers. No. Man, this is shit commentary from the ABC.
coalition is
Oh.
Oh, Independence won against Jason Felinsky. Who the fuck's that? But like,
wait. How
congratulations.
does it work with Oh wait, no, I'm stupid. Never mind.
It's okay, we know you
How
are.
does what work?
I was gonna be like, how does it work if like one party has a majority but they lose the election? But then I remember that's two different votes. Like the seats are different to the fucking actual voting over the which party thing.
But like, if you want to win the election, oh wait, yeah, as in like the preferences and shit, right? Is that what you said?
Seats, right?
Don't you win the election if you get the most seats, majority seats? Is Jack's mic dead again? Confirm me, Sonny.
Maybe. I don't know.
Eh,
He dead. He dead as fuck,
Hello.
bro.
I was saying that
He's
like
fucking
you
dead.
can have parliament that's majority the other party, but it still be fucking like I'm pretty sure it's happened before, right?
Well, that means it's a minority government, right? Where you have to do a
Yeah.
coalition.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't have to do a coalition, I don't think, right?
Well, I guess you have an agreement with a minor party. To isn't it?
I don't think it is, mate.
How do you win the
I
election?
might be thinking on a state level though, but like, is state like is the same sort of system as like it is on a national scale?
I think it is. It's just like who gets the most seats.
Is that what it is? Are you sure?
I don't know. I'm not the civics expert.
I thought you are the civics expert, mate.
Well, bitch, I'm not even Australian.
Yeah, but you're like the most Australian person I know.
Yeah, it's fucking, isn't it? You fucking Australians aren't even Australian anymore.
Mate, I try to be Australian, okay? I do racist acts.
Yeah.
And that's why you should join the United Australia Party. Make Australia
mate.
great again.
Freedom, freedom, freedom.
Mate, it's gonna be great when Clive loses the election and he spent like billions on his advertising.
Bring back
He
Australian
can just put that
values.
write that off as
Vote
like
One
a
Nation.
business expense, mate, and put that on his tax return.
Facts, mate, facts. Does he even get taxed?
I don't know.
Probably
Yeah.
evades tax. When we when the election ends, no matter what the results are, do we all agree we have to sing that liberal song of "There's a hole in your budget"?
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
It is a hole in your ass, dear Labour.
Labour. With a
Woof,
One Division
woof.
edit, mate.
Woof woof.
Yeah, what the hell is with that?
Yeah, I don't know. Context study. So you know that
One
the
Division Red
you know the
equals Labour.
fucking hole in your budget thing.
No, I actually don't.
So it's a popular like TV ad that the fucking Libs have been doing, and they go, "There's a hole in your budget," like as in like that one song.
Yeah.
There's a hole in your bucket, right? And fucking someone on TikTok, for just some random reason, made a Wonder edit.
Because Wanda's red, and she's the devil, and Labour Party devil. Wanda evil.
Surely we do a video reacting to liberal TikToks because the liberals have a
Oh, yeah.
TikTok account.
Hmm.
And
And
they
apparently
did a
they get
remix.
like demolished in the comments all the time. Yeah, they also did a
They're trying
remix
to
of
be
that song.
hip and cool while being cringe as fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
But like, I
TikTokers
feel like
aren't
Labour
cringe.
probably has a TikTok account, right?
Yeah, well, at least they're not making shit songs about buckets and holes.
That song's a banger, mate. Like, I imagine it playing at the clubs when I hear it.
I mean, I like the Albo song. Well, not the Albo song. The Dan Andrews song. The Bees.
Oh, get on the beers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, Chris Lynch, mate. We fucking found that man for some reason. He was just being advertised in Glenferrie, the Tasmania fucking Labour guy.
That with the beers.
It was being advertised in Glenferrie for no reason. Glenferrie's in fucking Hawthorne.
That's not appropriate. I can't be any clearer than that. That's what's most important. The pub. That's what's most important. Beers.
Are we gonna get copyright strike?
As best we can tell, the dinner party started.
We're already fucking re-streaming fucking ABC.
Everybody at the dinner party had a case.
Yeah, but you could. The ABC
We just have
has
to
like
talk over it. And we gotta criticize and review it. Because this is fucking lit. The music production work by Mashpia and Kusha is absolutely top notch. I love the topic that they're talking about beers. It's great. I love the occasional Trump banter that is slotted in here as well. And this is, you know, we can just jam to this. Hey. We're not gonna get copyright strike now. We did criticism and review, so it's all good.
put up that
Mr.
like
Tasmanian
fucking
dude
overlay.
winning? I didn't look at the numbers.
Nah, he was losing.
Damn.
Anyway, his name's Chris Lynch. I don't know if he's a descendant of famous soccer player Ben Lynch, but I don't know.
Australia
Yeah, this guy's just on his phone. How unprofessional.
Says the guy streaming from his phone.
No.
Yeah, but I'm on TV. Oh, I am on. Well, I'm on TV. I'm not. I'm just.
Yes.
And I'm not holding a phone, am I? You can't see that. You can't see. Ben Lynch, but I don't know.
Do you think the hole in your budget song would have swung the voters? Would have that
Yeah, mate.
been a giant contributing factor to your voting decision?
Well, I want to be honest, mate. There was kind of like nothing really leading up to the election that was like a big selling point, I don't think, from either party. Like, nothing's
What do you
happened.
mean, mate? They did a whole election campaign for like 5 weeks.
No, as in, like, nothing, like, there haven't been any big issues recently that have, like, caused, like, a polar response. You know what I mean?
Well, there's the fucking inflation, wage stagnation, and the economy dying.
Like, the economy's always dying, mate. The economy.
But it's like extra shit, mate.
Bro, I don't want to have to spend money. Oh, mate, Richmond is going to get a green seat, it looks like.
Man,
Like,
fuck Richmond.
It's a little bit ahead of Labour.
Man, see, this is the problem, mate. The Greens are stealing seats from the Red Communist Party. I don't like that.
Why, mate? Maybe one day the Greens will be bigger than Labour.
But like, if the Greens can be big, but like, stop stealing seats from Labour seats.
You don't know that. Actually, no, that was pretty definitively yes, but like...
It was a Labour seat.
But both are more than the fucking...
Yeah, but like, if they win, Labour loses a seat.
Oh wait, does that... Wait, Sonny,
Wait.
does this mean that fucking Gladys Liu is your MP now?
He was...
I mean, again?
I didn't see.
You're in pretty.
I didn't pay attention. If Liberal won, then Gladys Liu is seat again, right?
I think so, yeah.
Man.
It's all because of Charles Wu, mate. He swung the older voters towards Labour.
No, technically it's all because of his parents, technically, if you wanted to think about it that way.
No. It was Charles. His persuasion.
Charles single-handedly convinced.
He's too persuasive, mate. He did a full Teal essay, you know.
Oh shit! I've been brainwashed by Charles.
Exactly.
Fuck.
See, he's so persuasive that he got himself COVID.
Fuck.
He convinced the COVID to vote Liberal.
Mate, is Deacon like Deacon?
Yeah, mate. Deacon.
Fuck, that's exactly a 50-50 split, mate.
Well, like Deacon.
And never mind.
Nuts.
It seems like the Labour.
Victorians better like pull up because Victoria is a red state.
Yeah, it is.
So like they better not fuck up. Oh shit, Labour's winning Chisholm, mate. Hell yeah. Look at that.
Where's this from? You watching Sky?
I'm watching ABC, bitch.
ABC. God, I can't even look at it. What
ABC. What are you talking about?
Ah, yes.
YouTube ABC.
Or is that just the swing?
Chisholm's
Yeah.
Labour Chisholm's doing a 6% lead.
What? I thought fucking
No,
Gladys
it's just
Liu won.
Monash, mate. You just looked at Monash.
Misinformation is
Monash is shit.
absolutely paramount
Oh.
today.
See, Monash, where all the Chinese people are, where all the Asians are, they're all bitches.
Fuck the Asians. We out here be an Asian hating YouTube channel.
Yes.
Yes.
Even
you
though
agree
we're
Sunny
all
is not
Asian,
Asian?
I'm pretty sure.
As a resident Asian, I would
Yeah,
say.
there's a
fuck
suburb
Asians.
called Jaga Jaja.
Is that your suburb?
That's not mine, sorry. Your Bob
have you
Catter retains his seat, which he's held since 1993.
See, Bob Cat is pretty based, man. He wears a cowboy hat, so like he must be.
He
good.
does, yeah.
You guys seen the video where
Written
he's
too.
talking about the crocodiles in a conversation
yes.
about gay rights and gay marriage?
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
That's why he won his seat back.
Yes.
You're Kuyong. Oh, shit, mate. I think the independent won Kuyong.
They're winning that.
Or it's still going, but I'm not sure. It did a weird
Unless-
flashy flash. If that's the case,
Pretty
then
hopeful.
Nelson is
Hopeful
saved.
that the independents will kick out all the lib seats.
Let the independents just like kick out everybody in the entire thing.
Or like, I just want them to kick out the libs, but not the Labour seats, man.
Hey, yo.
That's how you win.
Yo. Yeah. What he said.
Jason Wood holds key seat for Liberals in Latrobe. Fucking
More like
Latrobe.
Jason Bigwood.
Nut.
Nuts.
Big nut. Speaking nuts, I'm gonna get dinner and come back.
Alright, enjoy your nuts.
Annika Wells re-elected to second term marginal seat in Queensland. Oh, Charles would have voted today, wouldn't he?
Oh no. Probably right.
Yeah, mate. Do you think he voted Liberals or Labour or neither?
He was like just unsolicited advice. Go vote for put a minor party as your first preference.
So I did. I put a fucking Green, and then I put a Labour right after that.
What's the difference between green and fucking green?
Because when you fuck a Green, essentially, you're gonna get all up in that Green. You feel me?
Right.
You're just going inside the Green. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah.
This is like au natural.
Exactly.
Au natural.
Can you hear the screaming people?
No, I've got my stream
People
muted.
screaming outside my fucking window.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the stream.
No, man. Your coalition got that 36% primary vote. Labour got that 30.8%. I think Labour is losing.
Uh-huh.
But others has 33.2%, so like, what if others wins?
I wouldn't mind olives.
Well, I said others actually, but sure, olives will do, mate.
I don't mind cow tits either.
What?
Others.
Oh, others. Facts, mate. Who is Trent Zimmerman?
Who's What's up?
Oh, his stream froze me. That was so fucking funny, mate. This guy called Trent Zimmerman was doing an interview, like he was giving like a press thing, and then his stream froze, and then the actual commentator was like, "Oh, we've just lost connection with Zimmerman."
Nice. His internet's simmering. I mean, zimmering.
Yeah, mate.
Sorry, not sure what's going on there with Trent.
Yeah,
Oh,
I just
fuck,
got
mate.
that.
North Sydney is like getting fucking dominated.
I just got that freeze. I guess my stream is that delayed.
Yeah. Man,
So-
or I'm just ahead in the future, mate.
So,
oh, Trent
do you wanna,
Zimmerman's
like,
back.
Are you able to like pause for?
I can't. I'm watching live
15
TV,
seconds.
mate.
Oh, true. That would make sense.
Yeah.
At the moment, what's happening is Labor is.
Well, I'm just watching YouTube. Oh my god, Theo's back. The shadow walks onto stage.
That's Zimmerman. Tell me about Zimmerman.
Hey yo, holy dictator, what the fuck
I'm
is up?
back, bitches.
Mate, this fucking guy that's on right now, Trent Zimmerman, his stream froze, and then the fucking commentators was like, "Oh, we just lost Zimmerman."
Oh, what a sad moment.
Yeah. Oh, so Labour is
Zimmerman
Labour's losing now. Oh yes, mate, my electorate, Adam Bant retained his seat.
How many percent? 60?
Fuck, I missed out, but I think it was quite a lot, probably.
Yeah.
I live in like one of the better places in the country.
I guess so.
Weird
Well, it's like, I guess it's the most progressive electorate there.
Arguably, I think it would be in like all of Australia. It would be, yeah. The Greens has actually got multiple seats for now, right?
I don't know.
I think Greens are doing like much better than they normally do. Because I think,
climate change.
yeah, the climate's changing.
like a mainstream
The political
issue.
climate is changing. Get it?
Yeah. The economic and political state of the world right now,
I just yawned at that joke.
as quoted by Jaden Smith.
Got that yawn.
Mm.
Oh, Newcastle was red. Nice. Barnaby Joyce, Deputy Prime Minister, re-elected, mate. Fucking
Man,
in New England.
you know,
Where the fuck is
Joyce
New?
has like 8 kids, mate,
Yeah, mate. I am one of them.
and he also such a family man. He has 2 families.
Yo, yo,
Wow.
yo.
Trent Zimmerman.
Hans Zimmerman.
He lost. Kylie Tink won. Coalition 36%, while Labour is on 30.9%.
Senator Birmingham, like what you're seeing though is a pattern tonight. Is you're seeing,
Unfortunately, we are kind of losing this one, mate.
in many cases, are ideologically not that different.
Well, you know, there may be a miracle.
Yo, Milton Dick got re-elected.
Safe liberal seats.
Who the fuck's that?
I don't know, but his name sounded kind of
Wilting Dick?
Oh
What?
fuck, my phone's on 12% battery. I might
for
just
you.
die. I can't because my thing's plugged, my earphones are plugged in. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna do a test to see if you guys can hear.
Mate, just don't use your earphones.
Nah.
Hello.
Oh. Okay.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, we can hear.
Okay. I guess I'll have to do it like this, but like I can't really hear you guys that well.
Just put the volume up.
This is the loudest it goes.
Do you have a Bluetooth
What your
speaker?
phone sees when you drop it down the toilet.
Hold on, I'm gonna go for a
Phones
little
sees
house tour.
while you scroll through Pornhub.com.
Huh?
What your phone sees when you go through Pornhub.com. Oh, look at that chin. I mean, lack of it.
How helpful was the
Ooh.
blokey style of campaigning? You know,
Lack
even
of
defined
chin.
himself as a bulldozer.
The city outside. It's alive, baby. It's alive.
Concrete jungle.
Is the city more rowdy on election night?
No, literally no one's like doing anything.
No one gives a shit.
People have
'Cause they
better
all
things
know
to do
Adam
than
Bant
worry
is
about
gonna win.
politics. Or even
Everyone
pay
knows that
attention
Bant's
to
gonna
it.
win because it's fucking relevant, mate.
But like the
Oh my
election
gosh.
actually matters, mate. Like Scott Morrison could cut your pay Did you know?
Mm-hmm.
Scott Morrison isn't stopping Grilled from underpaying me.
Well, I'm going to start talking
Yeah,
about
exactly.
Voting against Scott Morrison.
Tim Wilson up against Zoe Daniel. Someone thought I was about to say someone's been elected premier. I don't know what he was. I'll get onto that in a moment, but I need to do two things first.
Goldstein or Stein?
38%, Zoe Daniel,
Is it Seinfeld or Steinfeld?
Tim Wilson's vote is going
Yeah.
to at most be 40%. He's well short of getting there. We have the change in votes occurred. The Liberal vote's down 12%, the Labor vote down 19%, and the Independents got 36%. We have a preference count in. There's a 14% swing. The Independents on 56.6 on 27 of the 42 counting centres. I just can't see that turning around, so we're declaring that Zoe Daniel. Let me go to this page here. Zoe Daniel will be the new member for India. I don't think I've currently got a suppression on that. But at the moment, I can't see.
Oh wait,
Zoe
I just
Daniel
remembered. Like,
Tim Wilson is likely to be defeated.
if the Independents are slightly under the Libs, preference votes might boost them up, so they might win.
Which is our national figures. But what I wanted to do was look at some very early figures from Western
I
Australia.
mean, I guess.
5.5% counted. LNP 34 point Liberal
Yeah.
on 34, Labor 35, Greens 13. Look at the change.
That's why
in votes.
preference
So
voting is
your Western
important.
Australian seats
Because,
factor
like,
into the equation at the moment. And
Yo,
the
Labour's on
Liberals are up
69.
10%, Labor's up 4, the others
Base.
are
Yay.
and there's an
Funny
8.4%
number.
very
Yay.
early
Hee hee hee
But
hee.
if anything,
I think the polls
Yay.
like 2 weeks ago predicted that Labour might win 80 seats, which is like that's a lot. But let's see if they do.
So I have to go back to the chamber. The House of Representatives.
That's a lot of
filling
cock.
seats, which we're giving away at the moment.
Just like
Labor
me.
on 69, because some of those WA figures have started to come in and pop through.
Oh,
Coalition
white
47,
chamber.
one Green,
Someone
7
like
others.
really
We'll factor in a few more.
cummed all over
Hit the wrong button.
Parliament.
Time all night, I've hit the wrong
Oh,
button.
mate.
There you go.
Good for them.
We'll do it
Good
right
for
at
them.
this
Who
moment.
painted
We're looking at the seats which
Parliament
are
House white?
some extras. We've now got Labor to
I don't
60.
know, mate.
Now, that doesn't
A room
factor
full
in
of
several
dicks.
seats there, which
Maybe it was
Labour
me.
does well
Exactly.
with. It hasn't
See, that's
factored in
why
the
we need
changes
more
in Western
representation of
Australia.
women in
So I
politics,
think Labor is very close to getting a
so we
majority
don't get any more
if they
white
go with
parliaments.
The Greens, if they talk to the Greens
Yes.
or the other crossbenchers. But the coalition's still only got 48 seats. Now, sure, they may pick up some WA seats, but they're just not going to get to
I fall asleep. I fall asleep.
So at the moment, I would
Oh
say
shit,
the
Labour
Good for
already got
you.
70 seats.
government on the results we're seeing. Now, that's not necessarily that Labor's gonna.
Yeah. How many do we need?
And
76, isn't it?
It's clear the coalition
76.
won't reach a majority, and I'm not sure what they can.
And
cobble
Libs are
together to
losing
try and
seats.
govern. So I would say the coalition government has been defeated. But at this
I've
stage,
got no
it's
clue
not
about the
clear
percentages and
what sort of
everything.
Labor
I'm just
government we will
watching
get.
life
And I think
pass
it's more
by.
Okay, so basically the percentage of, like, currently we're looking at the seats, right? And all this determines is, like, honestly, it's just kind of doesn't really determine that much. It's just like, will you have a majority parliament or not? It really affects,
Yeah,
like, let me explain.
if
Let
you
me,
have a
don't cut me
majority,
off, bitch.
yeah, alright, fuck
Fucking you.
off.
I love
I'm
you.
a
I
pull
love
up
you.
with that stick and hit
Me
ya.
too.
Anyway, so like basically what would happen is, right, this kind of determines a lot of the, like, when you're voting for stuff, for laws and stuff to be passed. And like if you have a majority parliament, you're more likely to get votes passed, right?
Yes.
But like if you got like a minority government, when the government tries to establish law, they might get like fucked by the numbers. Mate, why do you think the Greens are trying to fuck you, mate?
Because they're stealing Labour seats. Of course they want to fuck you over.
The Greens are better.
They are better. But like they're not winning.
Has it ever occurred to you that the Labour Party is just stealing Green seats?
Haven't thought about it
Oh
that
mate,
way.
the legalized cannabis Australia are doing pretty decent, mate.
Shit, I'll vote for them.
Oh, David Pocock. Pocock, yeah, he's got 22% of the Senate seats, mate.
Oh, is this what you mean? Like you need primary votes to win the election?
Yeah, so you got two different things, right?
You can win the seat, but you also have to win the primary vote.
Yeah.
There's a potential that Zed Selja would be defeated in the Senate. Long way to go in the
But the thing is,
because I'm
if you
pretty
win
sure
the-
in Victoria, right, just in the state level, Labour holds a minority government. I'm pretty sure.
No.
Oh fuck.
Because like, if you have a minority government,
Yeah.
and you have no seats, like you can't pass bills because you suck, right?
Kind of, yeah.
You have to beg. You have to beg for votes from the other parties.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your amazing work on this campaign. Thank you.
Who is this person?
Don't know. I guess she won.
Is this Kylie Ting?
I don't know, but
Nah, this is
she kind of looks like
Christina
a joke if you're
Keano.
watching the Unholy Trinity stream.
I think the YouTube stream's slightly behind.
Definitely. Absolutely, 100%. By like 20 seconds.
Oh, this is Christina Keneally, isn't it? The fucking American. You know? She has an American accent.
This person.
The lady. You hear that?
Yeah, I hear that. The way she said "moment" right there.
My face when I vote for an American.
Oh,
What's your face?
In Australian Parliament.
Show me your face.
Oh, my face.
Oh, that's a very sexy shot of you, Jack. You should really show it off more.
The importance of community and never wasting a moment or a day to live life with energy and enthusiasm.
You made sure to take your clown juice, didn't you, Jack?
As true today as they were 20 years ago.
You'd have to imagine that
Why?
might be regretting not
So the Libs are winning the primary vote, but they're not winning seats.
Yeah.
You took your nightly swig of nightshade, didn't same to you, Dia? Yep, chugging it down.
Nah,
I
I
see.
did ketamine, guy.
Oh, ketamine, right. It's basically clown juice as
We're
well,
up to
isn't it?
72 seats, mate, in the ALP.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo.
Yo. 5 more seats to go.
SCL over here taking some LSZ.
He's looking very good for the seats list, at least. Like this is, they're like 20 seats off.
Man, those Unholy Trinity guys are kind of funny.
If you think that, subscribe.
Support Monkey.
We in the Unholy Trinity Party support monkeypox in Australia.
Coalition 36%, Labour 30.9%. Nothing's changed.
In the primary?
Yeah, the primary.
government has lost the election, but he can't say that Labor's won the election, and we don't quite know, what the government is going to look like. Richard Marles said before, we're not negotiating on our policy agenda, we're not negotiating with the Greens and so forth. So then what are the options here for how Australia is governed?
Well, everybody
I'm gonna get a drink.
not for negotiation, but
Good on you.
Yeah. Will the Liberals do a coalition with the Greens?
look, I think we've still got to wait.
But the Greens won't do a coalition with the Libs, I'm guessing.
Yo.
Yeah.
There's a chance it could pick up certainly two seats in the West, and that will be getting it very, very close.
Get
other observations, though, Lee. One of them is about the
Greta Thunberg.
as it's shaping up, which
No, Josh Frydenberg, mate.
Josh Frydenberg, that's what. My hearing gone down the gutter. Joshy. Mr. Frydenberg.
Josh Frydenberg looks like he's in deep trouble in Kooyong, and Peter Dutton isn't. But the other thing that's happened is that the Nationals have not lost any of their seats. The independent Rob Priestley gave it a red hot go in the seat of Nichols in Victoria.
See, this is why y'all should just have a republic and get a president. So you don't have to deal with these funny seats.
A loss of seats by the Liberals and the LNP
mate.
in Queensland to Labor and to the Greens and to Independents. So the ratio
No more
Hold on.
fucking, what do you call it? Do we call it bicameral parliament or something?
changing really, really dramatically as we go
The
through the
racial
evening.
parliament.
That's going to completely change the nature of that relationship. It's likely that Scott Morrison would not survive.
I'd be down for a bisexual government.
Yo,
honestly.
Labour got
Not gonna lie.
a Canberra majority. It was 55.5%. The other percentage was Greens.
Hey yo.
I guess
Canberra's pretty progressive.
Canberrese people don't like the blues. Do we call people from Canberra Canberranese?
Canberoos.
Canberoos.
I just made that up. But that'll do.
Because Melbourne people are Melburnians.
Yeah.
Sydney people are like Sydney siders. What do you call Sydney?
Cunts.
Yeah, cunts.
Yo, Chisholm, Gladysly lost his seat, mate.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I told you like 15 minutes ago.
Well, you didn't know she lost, right? You said she was losing, right?
I guess so. I guess, yeah. Hell yeah. You
No,
did it,
Green's got
Sonny.
2
You
seats. Green's got 2 seats in the Senate.
Well, Greens already had like 6 seats in the Senate.
No, this is like the first time. I swear. Wait, are you sure?
In the Senate. Yeah, they had like 6 seats.
I thought they only had 1 seat in the Senate, like always.
They had 1 seat in the House and like 6 seats in the Senate.
There's a few WA seats coming through. Labor's now on 72.
Is it the other way around?
Coalition's on 49.
No.
The Greens 2.
I checked this
Because the
morning.
Senate, the high one.
So Greens are on 2.
But look, they have 2 seats in the House now, man. It's just the Senate. I can't.
No, this is the Senate. We don't look at that. The House doesn't really matter.
I mean, the House is like what actually matters.
Nah, mate. The Senate is where you gotta actually pass the bills to.
But if you can't pass through House, you can't pass through Senate.
Facts, mate. But if you can't
like-
pass this, even if you pass it through the House, you might get blocked at the Senate.
What we're learning right now is that they're both equally important. Get over it, you old married
No, we're not a bicameral system, but we are
We're
a
a
bicameral
biracial
system.
sexual system.
Yes, mate. That doesn't make sense, but yes.
I'm bi gender. I'm male and female.
But you
Epic.
can't win the election if you only win the Senate.
Just to clarify that, the coalition cannot get into
Huh?
They are too far away from
But you win the
They would need
election by voting at the House.
and the National Party just would never borrow. It reminds me of, I think,
ABC saying coalition can't be in government.
in the end, Jeff Kennett could have tried to negotiate with the crossbench.
Yeah, that's the projection, yeah.
Wanted to walk away. So I think that may be the
Hopefully
They
they're
project
not
Labour
fake
to win
newsing this.
federal election.
Well, that's what they said 3 years ago.
Who is this person talking right now?
Fucking not this guy news guy.
What we have achieved here
Yo, Zoe,
is
what?
extraordinary.
Who's Zoe?
I assume she's an independent.
Two-term incumbent.
Oh, that's good. If they took a lip seat.
Zoe mama. Zooey mama. Haha.
Oh,
Diary of
what
a
I was
Wimpy
what
Kid
I was
reference.
saying like 5 minutes ago. Sonny, you single-handedly saved Chisholm. Congratulations.
Wait, is this the
Sure.
person who single-handedly saved Chisholm?
Yeah.
Zooey
That's gold
mama.
star.
But you never know. Maybe you were the last vote that counted.
Maybe it was Charles Wu somehow. He rigged the election when he worked for Gladys.
It was a bluff, yeah.
Yeah.
Charles Wu convinced everyone to be convinced that he's actually convincing them to vote Gladys Liu, but instead he is implanting deep down inside of them the subconscious thought of actually voting for Labour.
Party, a devastating loss for the Liberal Party, one of their blue.
The lady looks so like, what is this?
Well, thanks, Lee. This
Yeah.
really tells you the story of what we're seeing at this point in the night. Still no losses on the Labor side.
She won the ellipse seat, good.
To be decided. Gilmore in particular, McNamara as well. But the damage is being done over on this side of the board more and more. And now
Oh,
we
so
start to
good.
see
No Labour seats lost.
So right now, the Labor Party
Yeah.
has, what is it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Take up the
7
Green
seats.
seat.
Remember, they need a net gain of 7 seats to form a majority government. We can't say they've got there yet because of these ones that are still in doubt that could offset these
Expanded. The Greens have expanded to 2 in the lower house.
What? The Greens won another one?
That's what the guy is saying. When you get to it.
What's that laugh?
I don't know.
Beautiful.
Yuck, 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 yuck. What is going on?
Greens 2 seats, beggars. Congratulations, Jack.
Whoa.
Goldstein, you just heard Zoe Daniel talking there. Look, obviously it's heading in her direction. We'll leave that to Anthony Green.
What's going on?
But right now we're seeing a lot of damage done there to the Liberal Party from the Teals, but also from Labor as well. I want to just focus a little more closely
What's going
WA,
on?
the most marginal Liberal seats. Well, they were Liberal
What's
seats
going
in WA,
on?
Swan, Pearce and Hasluck. And just
Marvin
look at the
Gaye.
swings that we're seeing there now.
Tired. This is tiring thing.
This is a problem, another
Well,
problem
you'll be
for the Liberal
more
Party.
tired
Look at it. The national swing
if
right
Labour
now is
doesn't win.
2.3% towards the Labor Party.
I won't
The
be.
seat of Swan, that swing is a whopping 13%.
Yeah, can we vote on the not vote? Can we bet on the elections in sports bets?
I swear to God, you probably can, mate.
Yeah, let's do that.
WA was a big problem, a potential problem for the Liberal Party. Well, those numbers tell the story, don't they? Much bigger swings. Yes, we're still talking about early vote counts there.
ABC is projecting.
Seats were less than 10%.
I feel like it's gonna be the Libs, mate. Not gonna lie.
In WA, we can go back over the history as to why, but I think everyone understands why it is. And Labor campaigned very heavily there on the fact that the Morrison government initially.
Can y'all help educate the uneducated? Because I'm a little confuzzled. Because when it shows like Labour has 70 seats and Liberal has like 40 something, that could change at any point.
No. Well, what do you mean? Like, as in, like...
Because I saw,
like... They can gain more seats.
Like, yeah, and I saw some dropping out of the Labour count.
No.
Like 72 to 70.
Wait,
if it's
actually...
like a fixed count, and this is not a prediction, but an actual, like, the count's finished, then it should
No,
change.
so he's actually right. One just dropped for no reason. That was weird.
So is that like incomplete counting? And now that
Probably,
they've
yeah.
counted more votes, it's like...
Now it's 71, man.
Is that
so,
what
like,
swing
or was
is?
it 72?
It was 72.
Well, swing vote is...
What is swing?
A swing voter is someone who votes the opposition after voting for the, the other party last time. But what is a swing vote?
Okay.
So, like, I guess Chisholm, that is a swing vote now, I guess, since Labour won.
WA has been a stronghold for the Liberals along with Queensland over many elections.
Right.
Does that calculation change?
I think so.
Okay, and then at what point is it just that once they hit 76 they win?
Then they have majority house.
Yeah.
Majority house. It doesn't mean they win the election.
Okay.
It's just one wave. It's cut right across everyone. Bridget, tell us about
So winning the election, that's like 50% of all votes.
Winning the election is... Yeah. Because you know how we had like 2 different forms when we did the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. One of them was for like... the seat, right? That's how it worked.
Yeah, green for the House of Reps and then white for the House of Senate.
Yeah. Yeah.
The cost of living a little bit down in WA, although not too much there, almost on par with government accountability. And environment and healthcare were also key concerns. So actually, if you put environment and climate change together there, clearly a lot of West Australians concerned about global warming and conservation.
Yeah, all right. So, Lee, if those results it does give you an understanding of this wipeout in the West for the Liberal Party. It could well be the icing on the cake of a majority government potentially.
West Australia should just claim independence.
Let's go to Andrew Green, who can take us through some of the results in Queensland.
Still a
I
territory.
mean, they could just go that because, like, most of the iron mines and the coal mines are in WA.
What I was going to say about Western Australia was that I wrote in my election preview.
Wait, is Western
Anthony
Australia a state
Green.
or a territory?
It's a state. Pretty sure.
Yeah, I take back what I said about Western Australia being a territory.
This is the one that maybe.
Well, it doesn't have territory in the name.
Look at the change in vote that's occurring in Western Australia.
No, but it doesn't have state in the name either.
Not quite the wipeout of the state election. That's translating into two-party preferred swing of 9.8. At the moment, we've given away definitely.
Have you seen the Adelaide votes yet?
Moore's borderline. So that the shift.
There was
Not
some.
Adelaide, South Australia.
Is Western Australia.
There was some a while ago, but I don't remember them because I don't pay attention to politics enough.
Well, I'm barely paying attention to the ABC coverage anyway, man.
That makes two of us.
Julian Simmons is not going to get
Is Jack sleeping?
Probably.
Wait.
Wakey, wakey.
I'm tired, man. I had to get up early.
How early?
Yeah, but we're doing
Like
a funny live stream.
11:30. It's fine. I'll wake up when the votes get more.
Don't even talk to me about early if you're waking up at 11, bitch.
Nah, bitch, I went to sleep at like fucking 4 because I was out.
You gotta sleep
at
earlier,
fucking
bro.
Glenferrie.
Give us the context at least.
Nah, mate, I was in Glenferrie.
I know, but we need context if you woke up, if that's early. And then you claim for that to be early. Where's the context, bro?
Bro, I'm always going to sleep at like 4, so like early as anything.
Oh, Griffiths is a green. Griffith. Is that the second green seat in Queensland?
Max Chandler Mather will take Griffith from the Greens.
Who the fuck knows?
Look at is Brisbane. And it's a similar situation there.
What's going on?
Halfway geographically between Ryan and Griffith, and so are the
What's going on?
LNP will not win that seat.
What's going on?
I think he will be defeated by Stephen Bates, and if Griffith goes, there will be 4 Greens in the lower house, and that's with McNamara still undetermined. 27.8 there for Labor. If Labor finishes in 3rd place, Stephen Bates will win. If Madonna Jarrett, on the exclusion of these candidates,
Greens are winning seats, man.
gets ahead
Can't
of
believe
Stephen Bates, then Madonna Jarrett will win the seat. The one point I will make: the Greens traditionally don't do very well.
Fuck me, they're winning it in Queensland of all places.
Yeah, that's purely Charles, mate. You can tell that was just Charles.
Yeah, it's Charles, even though he's not there. He has magical powers.
He's in Queensland, mate.
Charles in Queensland.
Mate, Charles moved to Queensland. Am I going crazy here?
We're all going
Said he has
crazy.
COVID.
Sonny doesn't have COVID. What are you talking about?
No, Charles, right?
Charles has COVID, but he's still in Queensland.
Then,
I should
like a
just
few
end the
days
stream.
ago,
We're all off our rocker.
so a few days
But
ago,
no,
I
actually,
asked Charles, how's
that would make it better
Queensland?
content.
And he responded with, I have COVID, mate.
Yeah, that doesn't mean he's in Melbourne, mate. Where do you get?
What that
I'm
just
in
goes to
Melbourne.
show is that we're all off our rocker. Charles didn't respond correctly. We're not responding correctly to each other. We're all off our rocker and we need sleep.
No,
He has not confirmed if he's indeed in Queensland.
Well, you asked him how's Queensland, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and he said I have COVID, so that's how his Queensland experience is going. He's got COVID.
Things you want voters to make a decision on.
Well, this goes to show us that we're all idiots.
The Are You in Touch question. Labor has failed to be able to win the best able to govern. And that's why we're
Did everyone just freeze?
our vote is down so significantly.
No, I'm looking at fucking Cassandra
Okay,
for now.
GG.
Dear died.
Lowest primary vote since 1919.
OBS got fucked.
Birmingham, you've got, I mean, Sydney Harbour is now ringed by.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Cool, I'm
I'm
still
just saying
there.
OBS is fucked because Dio left the chat.
Again with Teal candidates.
Dear, just deared out.
To Lee in his interview with her the other night, where he said that these are areas where people are effectively too affluent to really
Less vulnerable, I think he
yeah,
said.
they're not as vulnerable to economic issues, and so they
Hello.
can have the indulgence to.
Da-dee-da-dee-da. Slop on me now. Ask me some shit.
Smell my penis.
Discord died.
You died.
Did.
I think it's more
Yeah.
helpful to focus on where the issues of difference are clearly lying and how we can actually turn those votes back towards us.
I low-key want the Liberals to win because the ABC predicts that the Labour will win, and I want and that so the Liberals are the underdogs in this ABC projection.
I think you just hate the ABC, mate.
No, mate. It's just I'm being told something, and I just want it to, which implies that they're the expected. I want the unexpected. I want to expect the unexpected. You know.
How
But like,
about
I
if the
personally
Greens
think
won
that
more
Liberals
seats?
will probably win. So like, if Labour wins, then
Well,
I
the
guess
ABC saying Labour can't win the primary vote, so like, who's the underdog?
Well, if there is a change of government,
Who's the real underdog?
Wait. So what happens, right, when fucking?
and there is, of course, now as we see.
But the primary
This is kind
vote.
of a first-time thing happening, right? Or it's a
When the
very rare thing.
when the Senate is fucking minority.
Minority government.
Have voters, no doubt, in those electorates who have voted for Teal candidates who want to see a party that reflects values of economic liberalism, of low tax, of support for private enterprise, but also reflects values of equality and seriously addressing climate change.
The ABC hate Teal candidates so much.
Many of them have sent to us, and we have to make sure that we work to heed that in a way that doesn't, of course, fracture elsewhere around the country.
And who's going to be making that argument?
They hate the Teal people more than Labour.
Look, I think there are some stronger results potentially occurring where, for example, we've talked about the role Bridget Archer played in the last parliament and the strong results she has had. Warren Inch, I gather, looks like, despite multiple visits by Anthony Albanese.
Mate, for the primary vote, if Labour teamed up with the Greens, they could form government, right?
It's a lot of the moderates, powerful folk inside the New South Wales division. Have they got a lot to answer for?
There are some very important voices that we have appear to have lost tonight, and it is going to take a lot of responsibility from those of us who are still there to make sure we make up for the absence of those voices and that we work as hard as possible to get the best.
What was the planning before going into this, doing the stream again? Was it just, haha, Friendly Jordies is doing it?
Yes, and Jack
Just
said
watch
he
the
wanted
election
to watch
together.
the election.
Right.
And I want to watch the election.
Someone said earlier today that we're doing some Unholy Trinity voting reaction or something.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah.
So this isn't a reaction stream. This is just a watch party.
Yeah, well.
So we kind of clickbait.
Well, we're doing a live reaction, aren't we?
Yeah.
Live
Yeah.
reaction, but it's more of a watch party.
Yeah.
The same thing.
It's the same thing, yeah. Western Australia Swan. More like the Sydney Swans, am I right, boys?
No.
Yo, Christian Porter is retiring. Fucking Christian Porter, mate.
Oh, fuck him, man.
Yeah, mate.
I love Portos.
That's just a remarkable result. And so
Do you have any
Damn.
approvals in the good old Down Under land?
Yeah, mate. There's one in fucking Melbourne Central.
Thought it's like a British exclusive thing.
Wait, what are we talking? Porto.
A Portos, yeah.
Mate, that's an Australian restaurant. Fucking sorry, burger chain.
Oh shit.
It is only in Australia.
Isn't it in fucking Britain?
No, mate. It was.
Is it better
Do you know
than
where it was
Nando's?
made? Do you know where it was created?
Christian Porterland.
It was created on fucking in Bondi.
Oh, Bondi.
Fucking
Is it better
Bondi.
than Nando's though?
I'd say like price wise, it's pretty good. So I don't know what Nando's prices are like.
Damn.
I just want to eat Nando's and Portos. I've also been craving freshly crushed fruit juice and tomatoes.
Bro, that was me this morning. I was craving fruit juice, so like I had juice.
You get a boost juice, mate.
But not like
Nah,
the
I had,
boost
like,
juice.
prop-
The type
I had,
when you
like,
go to
these-
Box Hill and you get the Asians who crush the fruits.
Oh shit.
Just like a jug, just like a jug of crushed watermelon juice.
I'll crush your
I
watermelon
would chug
juice.
that shit right now.
Yeah.
I'll chug your watermelon juice.
Instead of chugging 3 bottles of soju, you gotta chug 3 bottles of fucking.
Yeah, I really
watermelon
fucking
juice.
regret that. 12
Melon.
standard drinks within the span of like half an hour.
But yet it had no effect.
What?
Just made him.
How does that work?
No, there wasn't. There was effect.
All right.
I shouldn't have drunk it so fast. That was my issue.
Yeah, mate. That is how you get drunk, mate.
Yeah.
Indeed, I think whilst there are many colleagues,
I know how you get
See,
drunk.
that's
don't
a
worry.
swing.
and many who would play
I
a
see.
larger role, perhaps in the future of the Liberal Party than Ken Wood. I think it is important that we note the history.
Do you like swings? I like to play on swings.
Oh, dude, I was literally just playing. Every time I mess around on trombone these days and I want to have fun, I just play like old-timey jazz with a plunger mute.
That's certainly true, and I think that this is
Oh, yeah.
really one of the really
I was
surprising
talking about like
results
your
in
local
WA.
park swing too.
One point that I'll just make is I know that there was
Yes.
a huge
Yeah, what
ACT
if you
campaign
played
on social
swing
media
while
around
on a
to mark
swing?
Oh, that is
Swing,
insane.
swing, double swing.
It's like mad as shit.
I want to. How would you make double swing a jazz term?
Politicians should be paid more, and you know, who's a minister being paid 400 something.
Well, a swing groove.
Yeah,
It's a
and
swing
then.
groove. How do we double on?
Oh, so
double in
you
on that?
swing the swing.
Yeah.
So so like when you subdivide like a quaver in a
Double
swing pattern, each quaver is swung. Each quaver
I guess that would
has a swing.
fit the description.
Duh.
Pick up Anthony on more. Yeah, thank you. Let's have a look at the seat of more.
I think we've lost.
I don't know what I just played, but you can. Yeah.
Here we go.
No, we've
Okay.
missed the first preferences.
Double swing.
Jack
I
has
might.
transformed into a light bulb.
Yes. I might mess around with double swing on
You'll
Ableton
be the
tomorrow.
first man alive to do a double swing.
Yo. You know how it be.
All right, Curtin. Let's have a look at that. Celia Hammond is the sitting MP on a margin of 30.
Yeah, 29.9 increase. That's actually kind of crazy.
Kate Cheney, independent there.
And you can see there, Celia Hammond's on 30.
Western Australia.
Yeah, Western Australia should be voting Labour because they love their premier, right, Mr. McGowan?
Oh no, I can't speak for the people of Western Australia. Never been.
They want to fucking be independent, so I assume they would like the commies.
This is a preference count. It doesn't take into account historical figures. So if we look at the two candidate preferred, I'm not sure. I don't think our computer can bring it up. I'm not sure they can try now. Anyway, what's happening is the two-party preferred.
They really like talking about
Kate
swing.
Cheney just ahead, but the swing is 15%. And I haven't got a matched preference count in that polling place in that electorate. I've only got a matched first preference. And Celia Hammond on first preference is tracking towards 40%.
Can I then get you, if that's sea of red is what's going on in WA. Can I get you then to look at
WA.
talking about that in the House of Reps? Are you in a position yet to be able to call?
Majority
Wet
not.
ass.
Let's have a look at the seats.
Wussy.
We've got Labor on 71, the Coalition on 49, 2 Greens and 7 others.
Go
Add in
Moosey.
the likelies. We've got Labor up to 72. So I've still haven't got Labor.
Would you tap that Go Moosey?
The difficulty is there's a couple of seats.
Just no.
Okay, is it fair to say though that there's
But that Al
Anthony
Bussy.
Albanese will be the 31st Prime Minister of Australia?
You want me to call the 31st Prime Minister of Australia? Look,
Deusi.
Well, I just can't see what. I mean, what's the other?
Yeah.
Is it going to be?
I can't see the coalition getting
Jacuzzi.
now, unless the Labor Party's suddenly
Sanusi.
That is cursed as fuck.
there is no alternative government in that parliament.
Wait,
If the
Patronusy.
refuses to form government, is that right?
Patronus.
That Patronusy got me acting up.
Zephrosy.
The Sefrusi. The Sizzlesy.
And if Labor then says we're not going to form government,
I'm not sure what impression I'm getting of that there.
whatever anybody said about dealing
That
with Boyd,
that pussy be sizzling, man.
and Labor may yet reach 76. It's just a bit hard to do that exact maths.
Well,
But the coalition is just miles short.
A Labor source is telling me that they expect to be in a position to form government, and they hope to be in a position to form a majority government.
I think that's still a possibility. But I think it does rely on, I showed you those figures for Brisbane and Griffith. It's unclear who finishes second and third. If Labor gets into second place in both of those seats, they would hold them, and that gives them 2 extra seats. So there's a number of seats like that. McNamara is in a similar position.
But just going back to Curtin, I mean, this is a body blow to the Liberal Party. This is a seat that's the money bags, has been traditionally the money bag seat for the Liberal Party. So much money is sloshed through Curtin, it could be sent over east. Curtin, remarkable. Is it not that it falls potentially to an independent?
Well, it will be if that's the case, Andrew. And I think Celia Hammond is an MP who perhaps was, I won't say misunderstood or misrepresented, but at least her values when she was pre-selected 3 years ago perhaps weren't as understood as I've seen in the last 3 years. That again, Celia was an MP who fought very hard to get net zero achieved.
Oh, ABC election analyst Anthony Green. I can't see the coalition getting above 60.
Highly intelligent part of the team, and I hope that she can find a pathway to still come back. So the seat is important there. The member
Anthony Green being on all the ABC articles leading up to this count.
Who raised the point that the ratio between the Libs and the Nats in the Parliament it's going to be quite significantly changed. The Nationals are going to have, comparatively more people.
Sorry?
Lost.
I don't know what happened.
How does that affect?
Did Dio freeze?
No, we've just been sitting here because it's more of a watch party than a reaction stream. Ha ha
I'm still
ha.
reacting.
Yeah, but like
Honestly, I'm just like trying to sleep.
yeah.
See,
no,
Jack's reacting
See,
in a
this
very,
is watch party. We're watching it.
I'm not
We're
watching. I'm
back
sleeping.
way.
Now it's a sleepover.
You need to wake up, man.
It's a
Australia,
slumber
wake
party.
up. You're being
Yeah,
shit.
don't be like
Wake
Jack.
the fuck up.
Wake
up, Australia.
Wake up, Melbourne. Wake up.
Wake up, Mr. West.
Then wake up, Mr. There is an imposter among us. Broke.
I could bring my recorder out so no one sleeps.
Because there's so many others and Greens. So I guess the question for you is, what has Labor done wrong?
But I'm not gonna, cause my house is, everyone in my house is sleeping right now. I'm not gonna be that guy. I have already been that guy. I already screamed once in the stream already. I'm not gonna do loud noises again.
Except for WA.
Less than a third of Australians have voted for you.
Particularly in this environment where around
I don't know why. The past few days I've just been tired as fuck.
That's a fair state to be in, since you're working a lot.
Not actually not, but like it's more just inconsistent sleep schedule. That's the only thing that's making me tired, I guess.
Yeah.
Still need to figure out getting to sleep earlier. Oh look, it's Kooyong.
Let's look at the first preference votes here. You can see
Yeah,
they're
isn't that a
30
fucking
votes apart.
Keneally?
41.6, 41.6.
She in ABC?
Peter Lynch, the Labor candidate's on 6.
Sorry?
The Labor Party's got 6.7.
No, I thought one of the commentators was Keneally. Christina Keneally.
Funding by falling under 4%.
Well, I don't know any of the
6.3
hosts.
there for the Greens. So you can
Oh
see
shit, Josh might lose his seat.
you can see what's happened. The Labor votes collapsed, the Green votes collapsed, the Liberal votes down 6, and it's all gone to the Independent. And at the moment, let's look at the swing that's occurring here. It's a 10.7% swing. We've got the Independent on 54.3. Now, if I go, I've got a bar on this. I've blocked it from being called, but it's in the same position as no, it's McNamara's got the big Jewish vote, isn't it? It's not Kooyong. I've nearly forgot something there. If I go back to those candy bars, the issue is Josh Frydenberg's vote. We've got projected to reach 43%.
Yeah, fuck you, Josh.
And if the Independent is 41.6, they will close the gap on those other votes. That's why I think.
Josho.
I hate making these decisions, you know.
Melburnians better do their job.
Josh Frydenberg getting above 43% on the votes we're seeing, and if he can't get above 43%, he's going to lose that contest.
I'm assuming, Anthony, that in none of these seats where we're seeing what about 40%
My
counted.
like I say, I'm tired. My friend yesterday had a 21-hour day, up at 10 a.m.
Bruh.
and then night shift.
You're allowed to work 21 hours?
No, sorry, as in like from waking up to going to sleep, 21-hour day.
Oh, okay. 3 hours sleep.
Well, okay, not technically, because I'm just saying the period of time that they were awake.
Yeah, alright.
So they have like 8 hours of sleep and then 6 hours of sleep. But yeah, up at 10 a.m., went to bed at like 7 a.m. the next day. No time for a nap in between.
Where are you actually, Simon? I see you at a party, but I don't know exactly where you are.
I'm here at the Auburn Hotel in Hawthorne, which is in the middle of Kooyong.
Wow, this guy's in Kooyong. Yippee-ki-yay! This guy's a real legend. Oh my god, they got on the beers. That guy was on had a
like
method
that
beer.
cyan teal. What's your favorite color?
My favorite color.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of our oranges and reds and yellows.
No, oranges. Then you should have voted for UAP in the One Nation.
True.
Vote based off your
Truers in
color
chat.
preference.
Very hard to talk above the crowd. Look, I wouldn't. Everyone's been asked to be quiet. Look, this community independence movement is incredible. You've seen it initially rise up in.
Wow, these Unholy Trinity guys, their production value is on point.
Oh, they're a proper television channel.
Oh yes. Wouldn't doubt it.
The shape and origin has been amazing. There's 2,000 volunteers. They have knocked on every knockable door in the electorate. 55,000 doors knocked, which I think.
Does Jack have a woman at home? Did he bring a lady into the house?
We spoke to Tim Wilson
No,
a
bro.
little bit earlier before it was confirmed that his seat.
Wow,
He's at home.
it's a real cat fight in there. Wow, they're talking over each other and everything. What's going on?
To be fair,
I didn't know he.
Oh,
his,
there's a guy as well.
His girlfriend works at the ABC.
and she brought a guy over with him. Oh, they're having a threesome, are they?
I think Jack's just getting cucked here, mate. He's just standing in the corner here watching them, you know, standing silently.
I'm in the corner.
Yeah, some people like getting cucked.
No.
You never know.
I'm here
Speaking of getting cucked, I'm
sleeping
gonna
on
take a
my
piss.
own.
That's going to push the Liberal Party and the coalition generally to the
Pissy, pissy. Well, I guess it's just me now.
This is not pushing the coalition to the right. The coalition went to the right.
Hey, what the fuck is up? Yo, yo, yo.
moderates left, and I reject the claim that any
I
of those
be
who've lost their seats
craving
tonight are moderate. The reason
juice,
that the Liberal Party has lost these
but I
seats,
don't have anything,
is because they left a great
so I might just
vacuum,
like
and these
hop
candidates have
downstairs
filled
and
that vacuum.
maybe grab a fruit.
Probe in here. You say it's not your grouping. What role will you
I
have
don't fucking know.
from here on, or have you simply brought them to the school door and let them?
Ooh, I'm here dancing on my own.
Hasn't run these campaigns. We didn't start these campaigns. We haven't run these campaigns. In fact, we're a minority funder of these campaigns. Here I am in Kooyong. They've raised
Yo, Bill Shorten re-elected to
Is he?
whatever state he was in.
Ah, I like Bill Shorten.
And you see the same thing again.
South Australia, they have a place called Mayo, like mayonnaise mayo.
Mayo.
Mayo, I'd like to live in Mayo, honestly.
Oh shit, the Sally Sito. She wanna see.
Possess or command, but what is your ongoing relationship with this political grouping, which is obviously going to be hugely potent in the shape of this next parliament?
Can you explain to me what the primary vote is? Is it just people who voted
Well,
one?
Jack said he got a separate fucking voting paper for that. Apparently. Did you?
Well, there's like two, but one for the Senate.
From my understanding is it might be just like your first preference vote.
That's what intuitively makes sense, isn't it?
Yeah, we could Google it. What is the primary vote?
This community independent movement, I think, has got, you've seen tonight, it's got legs. Wouldn't be surprised if there are many more next time, and Climate 200 will be there to help them when we come into the next election.
Well, Simon Holmes-a-Court, recent Australian political history is littered with examples of billionaires who sprayed around a lot of money to achieve not much, and I don't think anyone could say that of you tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks a lot, Annabelle.
When I'm 90...
When I'm 90... When I'm 90, I'm still going to laugh a lot.
I want to be like the next Chris Hemsworth.
I can't imagine myself in a flannel with my pants all the way up to here. It's not me.
It would be really sad if we went together when we were 90.
They have an ad.
Actually, maybe you need to change your diet.
Can I say something?
Okay.
I would get people to do all my work.
She is really going to be sexy when she turns 90.
Yeah.
I would love to have at least 88 grandchildren.
You know, we go to the beach and we always like point out the grandmas that are still in their little bikinis and they're going for a swim and we're like, you go girls, you've got goals.
A primary vote is the number one vote cast by an elector on an Australian ballot.
Goes first preference.
Yes.
Alright, then Jack lied. He's a bitch.
Okay, but
fuck you, Jack.
So
I know you can't hear me. That's why I'm saying
wait.
fuck you. No, nah. Nah.
So coalition
You
is
missed your
leading
chance, Sam.
primary votes, are they?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, but that's not. Wait. Okay. I should just do my research, I'll be honest. That would
Me
be
too.
wise.
Primary
I'll just
votes.
open up a separate Chrome window so I don't have to interrupt anything that I'm currently doing. Hello, Chrome. Thank you. Thanks for letting me do my research. Oh, you're lagging. That's fun.
Those teal seats, there's a two-part.
I'm in the corner, watching you kiss. I'm not the guy who'll suck your toes. Ooh, I'm here dancing on my own.
In South Australia, there's a 2.4% swing.
Yeah, Queensland.
Labor's, I haven't looked at Boothby and Sturt recently, but it's translating into.
Fuck the
But
Greens.
Let's do this.
But like, they're doing kind of good.
9%. Western Australia, if Labor gets into government, it's into majority, it's because of Western Australia. So that Western Australia has behaved completely differently from the the rest of the country. It's a clear and very strong
Oh hell yeah,
rejection of the
Western
Liberal Party
Australia
and a big
winning
support
the
for the Labor
election.
Party. So
Is that fucking Josh Frydenberg?
He's losing. Josh Frydenberg's losing, mate.
Am I fucking hallucinating Josh's bald head?
No, that's not. Oh, fucking no.
Anthony, I'm going to interrupt you because Josh Frydenberg's
But
taking
Western
the stage.
Australia is carrying right now, mate.
Okay, friends. Bit of a different atmosphere to 3 years ago, but still a lot
Did
of
he win?
shouting.
Oh, mate, he's fucking losing.
Then why is he on the fucking stage?
It's to his party, mate.
Of postal votes to count.
You're just doing like a, hey guys, I'm still here.
And so while
Yeah.
it's mathematically possible that we win in Kooyong, it's definitely difficult. But
Just give up, Josh.
while votes are still being counted, I wanted to take this opportunity to be here with Amy to say a few thank yous. Thank you to the people of Kooyong. Thank you to the people of Australia. Thank you to my
The Greens want a
partners and
seat
to my colleagues.
in
Most
Ryan.
importantly, thank you to my
No, the Greens are taking over Queensland, mate. Have the people of Queensland gone soft and voted Greens instead of the National Party? Is it because they're both coloured green? I mean, they mistook them.
They say in politics that politicians
It do be truly a
volunteers
predicament. That is my political analysis of this
and a truer word
election result.
couldn't have been said. Because the fact is, I have been supported every single day of this job.
Oh, Tanya Plug of a sec got Sydney, mate.
Oh, she did. I like Tanya.
Yeah, she was my local MP from when I lived in the city.
Good on her.
Not only is Amy the most important thing to me, but our two children, Gemma and Blake, are.
Why is Labour not winning the primary vote, man?
Earlier today, as we were heading,
Because people are putting Greens first.
Blake said to me, he said, Dad, a girl at school...
From my understanding, they just need majority seats to win.
So Jack lied again?
What? Why am I lying?
I don't know. I forgot what you said before, but from my understanding, they just need majority seats and they'll win.
Who does?
Well, any party just needs majority seats.
Of what?
In House of
Yes.
Reps 76.
Fuck. Is that true?
You're just as misinformed as all of us, okay?
But nah, no way, because there's a fucking primary vote, isn't there?
Primary vote is just the first preference. That's why you
So it's
only
all a
see
bullshit-
it
it's a
pop up
bullshit
a
stat.
few times every, like, 10 minutes.
So it doesn't really matter?
It doesn't matter, because preferential voting means that people
Oh,
will
so-
get votes from, yeah.
So preferential voting is actually based.
It is.
Damn. We have been
Britain still
bamboozled
uses
once
first
again.
past the post.
Man, I love spreading misinformation on the internet.
Alright, if we say it on the internet, it becomes fact, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm so proud that over the last 12 years,
Shut the fuck up, Josh, mate. You're bald.
Actually,
Did you know
Liberals
that
on
it-
51 now. They're winning seats again.
I forgot if I shared this to you guys, and I think I did, but it's now sexual harassment to call a guy bald at work in Britain.
How is a bald head sexual in nature? Is it
I
'cause
don't
it
know.
looks like
You
a
tell that
fucking
to the
dickhead?
white ass, old white cis male people that created these fucking laws.
Is it just because they're like so sad that they can't call chicks like they can't harass chicks in the workplace.
We gotta
anymore.
get
They're
them
like,
back. Yeah.
yeah, stop calling me bald. I'm not bald. I'm just lacking nutrients.
Or Adelaide, mate. Adelaide is Labour.
Hey,
Yeah, good on you,
yo.
Adelaide.
Meanwhile, in Australia, we're over here egging the eggheads.
Yeah.
Fucking eggs.
How can we let our country be run by
Oh,
a
mate,
gang
Ballarat
of
is Labour.
eggs?
Labour should run an ad like that. Do you want your country led by eggheads?
Or even worse, hairy eggs.
There's a hole in your egghead. Dear Liberals.
There's a snake in my boot.
You know how you win an election? You just wear a cowboy hat. That's how you win.
Cool. I'll keep that in mind.
Like Bobcat.
I'm gonna go downstairs and get myself a walnut tea. Be right back.
All fucking shit of accomplishments, Josh. He's very proud of dragging the Labour Party to agree with his reform. That just means you have to beg for the Labour Party to vote for your shit laws.
Than any other advanced economy in the world is something that I'll be proud of from now to the end of time.
Can the ABC stop showing us Josh Frydenberg?
But he's bald, mate.
But like, he's just spouting nonsense.
In what looks to have been my last press conference as treasurer.
Yeah, like Labour got another seat.
Barton. Oh, where?
We're on 72 now, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Or Bendigo is Labour, mate. Fucking Bendigo to get me green cube.
Hey, fuck Bendigo, mate. Good on yes. Love Bendigo. We should go to Bendigo.
Today, after the biggest economic shock since the Great Depression.
Man, Josh Frydenberg is just repeating ScoMo talking points.
Mate, because he's fucking treasurer. They're probably like best buds up there, mate.
They probably lick each other's heads in Parliament.
Yes, mate.
What's up, crew?
Hello, crew.
Heads. Especially skinheads.
Yes, mate.
Well, Josh said he's retiring as treasurer. So, like, what's he gonna be?
He's gonna just be like a fucking dad.
But he's still running.
Oh, daddy.
We couldn't have done it without JobKeeper and all the other economic support you provided.
This is a fake story, mate.
So for me,
you know what else is a fake story?
our economy
Size of my dick.
stronger today than when we came to government. That more people are in work today than when we came to government.
Is that funny?
That taxes are lower than when we came to government. That we're spending more on health, education, disability support, women's safety than when we came to government. That defence and national security are seeing the investments that we need in a more unstable world, more so than when we came to government.
Howard was not right. Fuck John Howard.
That I'm internally.
That man
John
was
Howard.
the boats man.
John Howard.
Yeah, mate. He was the OG stop the boats.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but John Howard looks funny. He looks like a old frog.
To my staff,
An old frog. Did you say?
Yeah.
Fuck, mate. You're right.
And you know what people always say about John Howard? Oh, he banned guns. Like, that's very good. For some reason,
Did he
that's
ban the
very good.
guns? He did burn the
Yeah,
guns.
because 9/11 happened, and then America was like, "Oh my God, all these guns." So John Howard's like, "Ooh,
No, wasn't
I
that
guess
after
no
Port Arthur,
judge."
mate?
Yeah, in a post 9/11 world, you get me?
Bro, we live in a post 9/11 society.
It do be worse.
It is currently 10:14 p.m. It's post 9/11.
Yeah.
How can you post 9/11? Surely you could just email it.
Nah, mate. 911. Call me sometime.
And to be the deputy leader of our party has been an enormous privilege.
Can we stop listening to Josh Frydenberg?
Yeah, why listen to this, man?
How
Why
much
listen
did
to
Josh
Josh Frydenberg?
Frydenberg pay ABC to get this spot?
I mean, he's treasurer, and
Treasurer. He
as
literally has
government,
all of the
they
money.
fund the ABC.
That is actually, yeah.
So like, this is literally like.
This is like when
inside
Superwog was
trading.
asked to describe his show in 3 words.
Did he describe it in 3 words?
And then he described it as paid by taxpayers.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. So Josh Frydenberg is using your taxpayer money to force you to listen to Josh Frydenberg talk about using taxpayer money.
David Spears, let me pick up with you that it is a very big blow for
Yes.
the Liberal Party losing Josh Frydenberg tonight, who has been widely viewed
Actually, our taxpayer money is currently going to my roommate Laura as she works at the election.
Nice.
I thought she's a
Making
volunteer. You get
$500
paid
in
for
one
that?
day, mate. Yeah, mate, you
Jeez.
get a shit ton of money. That's why everyone works the election, mate. Like I would be working the election if it wasn't for having to work today.
Yeah.
I am
kinda-
absolutely loving looking at the Scott Morrison parody Twitter account right now.
How's
Are
it
they
going?
posting great tweets?
Oh, yes, he is. 6 missed calls from Peter Dutton. Someone tell him I don't talk to losers.
Did Peter Dunn lose?
No, but this was like 2 hours ago.
Alright.
Haha, Gladys Least that is up, mate.
Extremely
Fucking lost to
concerning that a
Karina
boat
Gala.
full of illegal immigrants from Sri Lanka has been intercepted in Australian waters today. They were supposed to be here 3 days ago.
Yes, mate. Fuck
How
Scott
good was the
Morrison
2019 election?
got the cook seat, mate.
Man, the bitches
That's
that
cooked.
cook don't know what they're doing.
Bro, is that
They cook as
my fucking electorate back in the day?
Oh yeah, you lived in the bougie land, didn't you?
Nah, there's no way I'm fucking hold on. Nah, hold on.
If that's the ultimate result there in Kooyong, who is going to lead the Liberal Party? Peter Dutton looks safe in his seat of Dixon. You would assume he becomes the most likely to step into the shoes, but is he the right candidate to lead the Liberal Party?
Scott Morrison parody cat. Nice to have a night at home. So curry it is. Sri Lankan tamarind eggplant and okra curry is a classic. Chicken korma. Strong curry, strong economy, strong future.
That's a classic
I
one.
love curry.
He's just tweeting, I was about to quit anyway. ICACs can't be retrospective, can they? You can't sack me because I quit.
Yeah.
It's not my job to concede. Wait, is it? Can't Jenny do it? Don't unfollow me, I'm still relevant.
They also said, alright, I'll stop emailing Anthony Green. He's on the ABC.
Yes.
For the coalition, it's in Queensland. Of course, Peter Dutton had quite a big power base already, and had been sort of speculated about that it would be a contest between Josh Frydenberg.
Shit, the Southeast Asian Games are on. I didn't know that.
But I suppose one question I would like to actually ask Simon Birmingham, if I could, is to what extent...
How long has Josh Frydenberg robbed the...
Stop talking about Josh Frydenberg.
I will stop once ABC stops.
The loss of of the Federal Treasury.
I'm speaking the BBC.
So back in when I lived on all the beaches in DY, my fucking electorate was Laringa, and we had an independent win.
Laringa.
Guess who was the previous Laringa person?
Low Ranger?
John Howard.
It was fucking Tony Abbott, mate.
Oh yeah, Tony Abbott.
Tony
Why didn't you vote for him?
Abbott.
Nah, apparently we voted for an independent.
Tony Abbott, Tony Abbott.
What we saw from Josh before was he acknowledged.
Suck some
So
toes.
one of
some
Laringa is in the other category there.
Had some pretty amazing successes in coming through
Independent.
what has been a most trying time in Australia's history and global history.
Wait, so was Tony Abbott running? Did he retire?
He's retired now, I think.
Yeah, no, he just cycles all day.
So I cop that on my shoulders,
Yeah.
and I've got no doubt that Scott, as the leader, will take it on his as well.
Simon, do you want to continue in the parliament?
Would it be how good would an independent anti-corruption committee be?
Be a big uphill battle for you.
Look, there's a huge task.
Imagine all the dirt they can pull on Mr. Skyman.
Imagine having actual good Wi-Fi connections instead of shitty copper fiber hybrids.
You can thank what's his name? Turnbull for that. Imagine getting 2 billion in funding for Victoria's good train system.
Wow.
Yeah.
Imagine
how couldn't that?
the Labour Party being stuck on 72 at this time of night. I feel so tired. And I have work to do.
Just go to sleep, honestly.
No,
We'll
mate.
wake you up
I
when
have to
when
stay
something
up.
funny happens. And when you fall asleep, I can badmouth you all day.
That's mean.
So therefore, on competence, you should have.
But I love you.
I love you too.
As state governments around the country were. So, what is it that went so bad? You know, was the out of touch factor so significant that it overrode that, or is there something else at play?
I think the out of touch
I'm tempted to say some shit like, just take care of your health and go to sleep instead of staying up. But staying up you could just retort that staying up and knowing the results is for your health. So
If you listen.
I'm just not going to say anything.
Those things could have been managed better during the course of the pandemic, and that we did get.
Or did the dude just say there's chips?
Chips? I
I
want
like
some
chips.
Make
chips.
sure that no mistakes occur, and so you know, they obviously held us to account on that. There are probably other little issues that clearly niggled too in that competence equation.
Where's Flinders?
As those two
Flinders?
questions that Australians ask.
Not on Flinders Street, is it?
When they're considering going to government, in the sense
Oh, yes, it is. Nah, fucking Flinders Street is in my fucking
This is
electorate.
just a street.
didn't manage to win that competence question in the minds of voters either.
An electorate. What if an electorate is just a street?
Anything Flinders is named after the person Flinders, who was like
Matthew Flinders, mate.
Matthew Flinders.
One
Yeah.
of them white dudes who first came here.
Sure.
Looking at the ALP potentially forming majority government, potentially.
Imagine living in a place called Forest.
Low key.
I live in the forest.
And it shows
Yes.
circumstances that you can have a party government.
It's like when people say they live in Forest Hill.
I live in the hill in the forest.
Yes. It's a
Man,
hill
have you ever
that is just a forest.
visited
That is
Forest
a forest.
Hill secondary, mate? That place kind of is shit.
I've never even heard of this place. I'll be completely honest.
I went there for robotics.
Ah, cool.
Although they did like renovations at the back, but like the front bit of the school is like pretty shit.
We also don't necessarily have a guarantee that they will vote as a bloc. I was reading, for example, this week, Di Lee, the independent candidate who looks like she's going to win Fowler, said, I have
Box
nothing in
Hill.
common with the Teal Independents.
It's just a
I'm about
cube.
issues that people care about in my seat.
On the landscape.
Living, health,
Oh,
those kinds of
Fraser.
issues. So, and also also, as we mentioned earlier, she's formerly a Liberal.
It's fucking Annabelle Crab. I was right.
That group of teals. The group of teals might
Who?
also find, as anyone does when they
The fucking commentator, mate. The lady in the red.
you have differences with people even on your own side.
What's she known for? She's on the ABC.
She's like one of the more well-known like fucking political commentators or something in Australia.
The ABC commentator.
Essentially, what's going to happen here is probably a Labor government. So I guess it's congratulations to you.
Annabelle, I don't see how. I mean,
Is it a thrill roller coaster ride, boys?
of course I don't. But if you're talking to the Teal Independent,
Not really. This is kind of stagnant right now.
Real action on climate change, gender equality.
Yeah.
We've got the better policies on that. If you're talking to Di Lee about what she cares about, housing affordability, cost of living, wages, we've got better policies on that. I don't see how, if they are the things that you care about, those successful candidates couldn't form government with us. I think we are in a
Lady.
Anthony has
In
some more
white.
interesting seats for us to take a look at. The first of those is Cowper.
This is on the North Coast. Pat Conahan against Keith McMullen for the Labor Party. But the interesting concept
Labor?
is independent Kaz. I think it's Kaz Heiss. I didn't get the pronunciation. Now she's been backed by Kath McGowan. She was featured in Australian Story on Monday. Now, Pat Conahan's problem is he's only got 37% of the first preference vote. Kaz Heiss, 28.5. There's 13 there with Labor. 8% with One Nation.
Heiser.
I'm not sure
He's
what they had about
German.
it. The Greens on 5.7. No, we don't have a preference count on this. We've only got an estimate. And at this stage, we're seeing a big swing. I'm not sure. We're not doing the two-party preferred on this one. But
40% of the votes have been counted.
We'll have to move
Nationals?
on to the next seat. We haven't arranged to do the graphic on this one. We've got Pat.
Yeah. Oh wait, nah, fuck, mate. I'm just looking at Gilmore.
That's how I'm feeling about this election right now. Just noise.
I just want Albert to win. Then I can live in peace for the next 5 months.
A lot more counting to come. Andrew Constance on 39.4. Fiona Phillips 36.3. The Greens on 11.9. There's an
Cause like,
councillor, Nina.
if Peter Dunn wins, he'll cancel my visa. Cause I'm an international criminal.
You are an international criminal, mate.
Which makes that a very close contest. At the moment, we've got a preference count. That's a projection.
Political and criminal.
It's fucking Deacon.
Person.
The Liberals on 50.9 and ahead. So the seat remains in doubt. Labor is ahead on the count.
Dictator deal with his war crimes.
Whatever happens there, you have to say that is an incredible result for Andrew.
Yo, Michael Sucker.
What is happening elsewhere to be that close
It's a good name.
off of the Labor Party and speaks volumes for the way he is perceived in that election.
Yo, I never
Deacon,
knew
mate.
Michael
Fuck
got
you,
plastic
Deacon.
surgery, came back as a white dude, and
Yeah,
started
anyone who lives
sucking
in
off
Deacon.
people for roles in parliament.
Yeah, just say some of the counts at the moment. We haven't got those pre-polls. All
Sorry?
those pre-polls haven't happened. But
Don't worry about it.
50. Just go. Michael Sigur's on 38.6 again. A low first preference vote.
Also, the subtitles just spelled his name Sucker as well.
He's a sucker.
Hmm.
Do you know anyone who goes to Deakin University?
Fuck yeah, mate. Sound like someone's at my door. Fucking creepy.
They go to Deakin?
Lachlan goes to Deakin. My mom goes to Deakin.
They'll
Okay.
fail the nation.
Yeah.
Labor is on 52%, but projecting it's
Naomi.
50.4. So
That's a
Labor
nice
is ahead
name.
in Menzies. Labor has never won Menzies. That's in the outer eastern suburbs of Perth. So at the moment, Labor is ahead in Menzies on both the raw count and on the projection.
Oh shit, that's kind of close.
Ben Morton, the sitting Liberal MP in Western Australia. On
Well, Menzies like an older
And he's in a great
Australian
positive
person.
here. Sam Lim's ahead on first preferences, 39 to 37. 12% there with the Greens. On just the raw preference.
Yo, someone's actually representing wet ass pussy.
He's on 65%. We're projecting him on
Where at?
53.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
this is a great
Sheesh.
story. Sam Lim is a former police officer.
That Western Australian pussy, my guy.
Speaks 10 languages.
Yo.
Former dolphin
That
trainer.
were pussy.
So he's recently received an award. He was translating
better hit
many of
that.
the COVID messages into multiple languages.
See, we have the best commentary on YouTube right now. And, you know, I just
Tell me
proved
about
that
it.
we are.
Dan Conifer standing by with Andrew Constance in Gilmore.
Has anyone joined our stream, by the way?
What?
Don't think so.
Post it on Simon, mate, where the fucking political people are
Are
at.
you in Simon, Mr. Sandman?
Yes.
Or do you want me to post it?
I mean, it says there's one viewer, but there's been no activity in chat. That's just probably been like one of us. You want me to post it on Simon?
What was the difference?
Yeah, chuck it on Simon.
Unless you want to keep continuity, Dio, and you post it because you posting the politics
All
stuff.
right. As the in-house foreigner informing fellow Australians about preferential voting, I will do so.
Yeah. Yo, Latrobe of Liberals fucking won that.
And I've been there for them during the fires, and hopefully I'll be there for them into the future as their
Oh God, can't wait to just go to sleep.
You can't sleep until Goma wins.
Last day of the election, but
Fuck, I'll just. At that point, I might just neck myself.
Me too.
Eternal rest.
They interview this random person.
So he wears a flannel and it looks like a
back in
upstanding black.
the coronavirus lockdown.
Yeah, there's a guy waving at the
Liberal
camera in the
did nothing
background.
for my
Did you see
mental
that?
well-being.
Camera?
Yeah, one guy just waves at the camera.
Oh,
He was in the back and he
Amazing.
goes,
People interacted with things.
Fourth wall break.
Holy shit, bro. That's kind of crazy, my guy.
The national swing away from the LNP, do you have any sense why that's taken place?
Simon server people be saying, government be like my balls.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's a hung parliament.
The community, first and foremost, respect the community and the community's sense and direction, values, and
Now that's comedy.
It's been a tough time for Australia. I think one of the key
Oh.
things that, particularly with the impact of COVID, we saw across the nation governments making decisions which did trample on people's civil rights, and that's been a really tough time. And some very tough calls made, and I did see throughout the course of this campaign, even in Gilmore, just some of those strong views come out. So, look, it's been a very tough time for the country. There's no doubt about that. And I think
It's been a tough time for the country. There's no doubt about that.
Their leadership. So,
Tough times.
Look, I think we got to obviously
Tough time never lasts. Only tough people last.
Still a whole heap of declarations yet to be made. So we'll see what happens.
In the New South Wales context, the ALP is projecting,
Leadership.
the ABC is projecting that the Liberal Party has lost 4 seats. 2 further Liberal seats are in doubt. How big a role do you think that the pre-selection drama in New South Wales had with candidates not being installed in some seats until the 11th hour?
Look, I mean, it's up to
I
the
really
government
need a
to go
better
through those
PC.
processes, and be honest with
What?
itself about
And Aiden's been nagging me, being like, now's a better time than any, bro.
But I mean, there was some
Oh, if the price is low,
candidates who've only been in the field for less than a month, so
or like
Eventually.
they're not gouging the prices
that goes without
these
saying.
days.
I saw something that
Look, at the moment,
said
I think
CPU
let's
prices
just
might
wait
be
and
going
see.
up.
Obviously
So
the
if I want,
Yeah.
if I'm getting on it, I should get on it like now.
If you do win Gilmore,
Planning to build
would
one?
you be looking for a position in front seat, in opposition or in?
No,
Or
Bill
just like
Shorten
maybe
won
Maybe,
a
maybe
seat.
not. I'm not sure.
The best thing that I did through the course of the campaign
Liberals
is
win
get
what?
my Labor opponent
Bill Shorten got a seat. Oh, it's your boy, mate. It's Peter Dutton.
regardless of the national outcome. There's a lot
Is
of
he
good things that will
winning?
happen because I put the right
He doesn't
people
look like a real
in
person. He looks like a fucking
He's like
weird
Voldemort,
bolt.
man.
Yeah, he gives me Voldemort vibes.
through to narrow bypass,
Like for real, he's Voldemort. The real Voldemort.
staying the course in terms of looking after
He has like the snake-like features, you know.
that's my focus.
Thank you. And
Have you seen the picture of him with the flashlight?
Giant lizard government of the world.
Dan, thank you. We're going to go
Being
straight
evil
to
and
Peter
shit?
Dutton in Dixon where he's speaking.
No.
in our community to
How come you've never seen
realise
that
our
picture?
aspiration, to make sure that we can help their small businesses, that their families can survive and thrive. And together we've been able to do that, and we will do that for another 3 years here in Dixon.
Yeah, the kids do not want to be there, mate. Especially the one in the green shirt.
No one wants to be next to Peter Dunn.
Anyone who spends too much time next to Peter Dunn are gonna lose their
Adam
eyebrows.
Bant won the Melbourne seat by 59.3%.
Of course he did.
The other was Labour. Like
You
they were the
single-handedly made Adam Bant win, man.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
That's some banter.
Indeed.
Adam Bant, more like Adam Bad.
Yo, Monash, Russell, a Broadbent. Peter Dutton said, "As a Liberal family, we have suffered a terrible day today."
They lost.
They're kind of just accepting that they've lost.
The only family I care about is the Unholy Trinity family.
Let's go. Jack, please
Emily?
play that Fast and Furious song.
When I see you again.
With
How
family.
can we not talk about family when family's all that we got? Everything I went through, you were standing there by my side. And now you got me with me for the last ride.
Been a long way.
Without you.
My friend.
And I'll tell you.
Shit, wrong thing.
And I'll shag you in the ass when I see you again.
Did you text the Instagram chat, mate?
I said the wrong thing.
Send it anyway, mate.
Yeah. You can go look at the Instagram, mate, because Discord won't disconnect if you just go to another app.
He actually looks like Voldemort. It's kind of crazy.
That's what I'm telling you, man.
He's got too much baby fat on his face to be Voldemort, though.
Did you know he beat kids up as while he was a cop in Queensland?
Is that actually true?
It is true. This didn't look like something he would actually do. But this is true. I guarantee.
Peter, fuck him up.
Yo, Newcastle's Labour.
Man,
Peter Dutton, fuck them up.
Peter Dunn, fuck them kids.
Fuck them bitch ass kids, man.
The Prime Minister has left Kirribilli, heading for the Liberal Party gathering at the
There's quality content on YouTube, right?
You know what's wrong with Peter Dunn's face? He doesn't have like eyebrows.
Facts.
But like, you see the fucking like Jaden Smith vibe when he shaved his eyebrows?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, am I thinking of Kanye? I might be thinking of Kanye.
You're being racist, man.
Oh, wait, did they both shave their eyebrows there?
I think Jaden did once.
Damn.
One that hasn't yet been filled in is Fowler, where Christina Keneally has been trying
Fowler.
that seat for the Labor Party, but has not done
That
so
place
yet.
is foul.
Well, it's sticking out a bit, isn't it? Because all of this should really
Still on 72, man.
Labor seats. Not Fowler though yet. And the other ones that haven't yet been filled in, you've got a couple here that the Greens are a problem for the Labor Party.
Oh, Christina Keneally still counting.
Tonight we'll get to some of the victories over that side in a tick. One in Tasmania too, the seat of Lions that Labor hasn't yet got over the line in yet. And I'll come back to Tasmania and tell
Yeah, fuck the Greens.
It's like an actual swing one. Good job, Chisholm.
Chisholm was a good job.
Sonny saved the game.
He saved Chisholm, yeah.
Yeah.
The independent who's the problem with Labor. So Gilmore, it was the only seat that went the other way at the last election 3 years ago. This time it might be the only seat that the Liberals managed to pick up from Labor.
I just want watermelon. I don't care about politics. I don't care about no bullshit.
I know you don't
I just
care,
want a
mate.
watermelon.
But do you care about burgers?
Not really.
but particularly right
Not
on
at the
through
present
there,
moment.
Well, then,
to take a seat on that margin
I
underscores
guess,
what we've been saying the last hour or so since we saw some of those Western Australian results come in. Quite a bloodbath for the Liberals
good on
in
ya.
WA tonight. A few other seats
Wow,
to note.
what would you have said if I did care about burgers?
Picked up, so they are increasing their numbers
I would have
tonight.
said that
Sydney, Goldstein, McKellar going
the
to those teal independents. So this
the
group
burgers
finishes in the
shortage
middle, which at the
is
start of the
a
night was
pivotal
6,
part
is going to be
of this
at
year's election.
least 10.
Is
and
it?
counting, 'cause we've got still a couple that
Do
are still in the mix.
Yes,
tell
you
me
can ask
about it. I've never heard
the
about this.
burger man, because you know the burglar, you know the burglar from the McDonald's universe has been
yeah?
stealing all the burgers.
Oh, no way.
Have you heard?
No. What the fuck?
Crazy. And do you know where he's been storing those burgers? All the burgers that he stole.
Up his
He's
ass?
been storing those burgers inside of dead bodies.
What?
Dead bodies that were hidden in a warehouse, registered with ownership registered to a Jack Moriyama.
That's crazy. What the fuck?
And do you know who Jack Moriyama is affiliated with?
Your mom?
Not only my mother, but also Adam Bandit. You see? The real Adam Bandit. His real name is Adam Bandit. And do you know what bandits do?
What?
They commit
Yo,
crime.
Green
They
signal.
steal.
Queensland Ryan, man.
Jesus Christ. That's kind
That's
of
why
crazy.
you shouldn't vote for Adam Bent, because he's a bandit.
Okay. I understand.
Similar story that we see in Queensland, for example, where I think the Liberal Party appeals now more to what
La di da di da. Smell my penis.
electorates where population's getting older, there's
Sniff,
depopulation
sniff.
occurring. What we find with some of the research that we've done historically,
Criticism and review.
a lot of young
Former
Aboriginals
Labour
will leave the
strategies.
state for the mainland looking for jobs.
Well, that, yeah,
Also
Greens won
provides
Ryan.
disgruntled
You're right.
cohort who are turning conservative, and we can see to a lesser extent
Good job, Greens.
some of that trend in Queensland as well.
So there's a little bit of good news there in Tasmania, at least for the Liberals, but elsewhere, Tony, as we've been discussing, a lot of bad news tonight for the Liberal Party. You've now heard from Josh Frydenberg and from Peter.
They're
Dutton.
saying that Tasmania is
I'm sure there are
Boomerland.
conversations, text messages going on right now about who is going to lead the party. What's your
I have a,
best guess?
I have a friend at uni from Tasmania.
Tasmania should.
I mean, they left Tasmania, so that you know, that checks out.
Mm.
You've been holding your seat against all odds for
I was gonna say maybe just because,
I think
but I think there is an SAE at Hobart.
of small business, family, and
Is
suburbs.
it?
And that's where the Liberals need to
I could be tripping.
Can he reposition on things like climate change or an integrity commission, the sort of issues where the Liberals have been punished tonight?
Tony Berry.
Well, I think in the past he's been very pragmatic on those issues.
But in any case, even if there was an SAE at Hobart, SAE Melbourne is just much better.
It's the best.
Where we need to hold the conversation is about families, suburbs.
SAE Melbourne pride.
Those sort of bread and butter.
But yeah,
Oh yeah,
he's
you
like,
know I walked past Josh Frydenberg's queue on the office yesterday.
nice.
You did?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that-
it's on fucking Nelson's Road.
Oh shit. Does that mean Nelson's voting in this election?
He can't. He's a foreigner.
Oh yeah, fuck. He's a boat person, man. Fuck that.
Yeah.
It's like an episode of Air Crash Investigations. It's
But
normally
yeah, the Tassie guy was like,
gone wrong.
it's so much more quiet.
It's wrong just to isolate it just to that one
In
event.
Melbourne?
He like in Tasmania.
Oh, Tasmania.
He
Of
went
course
back
he's
for
mad.
Easter holidays way back when.
Thank you, David.
It's like, oh my,
Oh,
yeah,
does she
I
live
couldn't-
like near CBD?
We'll start with the
like even Hobart isn't exactly busy central.
Well, in Melbourne.
In Melbourne, yeah, he lives in Melbourne.
Goldstein is an independent.
Because like, if you live in the suburbs, then like it's not that noisy.
Higgins
Yeah,
in Victoria, Labor gained the first
but
time
it's
Labor's ever
like
won Higgins.
he lived on a farm for Easter. in the basically the middle of
that's a
nowhere.
pretty
He's
huge
just like
contrast
absolutely quiet.
to
Oh my
city
god.
life.
Holy shit. Hello.
Holy shit, it's the Woo man.
Oh my god.
Yo!
Is that the fucking
Yo!
Logitech Seats
No!
250 webcam?
We're currently live streaming on YouTube.
Oh shit, yeah, let me
get your face back.
sort out the fucking OBS so that we can get a fourth guy in here, because we got fucking Charles Wu in
Are
the
you
house.
currently watching the ABC?
Indeed, I am.
Watching the election, mate.
Mate, Gladys New God, mate. Ooh, ooh.
You see
Mate, I heard some rumors that when you worked for Gladys, you actually rigged the election. Is this true?
That's true. Actually, no, that's not
Right.
true. No, it is not true. I did not rig a election per se. All I did was convince the electorate of Chisholm and the very wise and beautiful people of Chisholm to embrace their inner morality.
Beautiful, mate. Vote me in fucking, because I'm voting in Melbourne, right, mate? We got a green
what's the
sweep
point, mate?
again,
Adam
mate.
Bant, mate. Adam Bant. What even is the point, mate? Yeah, just
Fuck Adam Band. He's a
No, fuck you, mate.
yeah,
No,
fuck you, mate. You're right, quiet, mate. Suck it up.
but yeah, he
The
was
Greens
my
gained
number one vote.
2 seats in Queensland, mate. Can you believe that?
Oh yeah, mate. What is your electorate, mate?
Ooh, I don't even know.
Did you vote?
No, I voted still. I did a postal, so technically I was still in Chisholm.
Alright.
But
Oh,
in general, Gold Coast is a Liberal stronghold because of all of the retirees and all that here.
Makes sense.
So
did
you
you
know,
vote for the Libs, mate?
no, I didn't. I voted like Fusion #1. No, that was Senate. Sorry, no. #1 was like Greens. Like, I don't really want the Greens to win. I don't agree with a lot of the policies, but I think it's good to have some kind of to push Labor further to the left a bit.
Yeah, mate.
Greens
Mate,
won.
yes, look at us. We got 2 seats in the Senate, mate. Fuck yeah.
No, Greens is
The
yeah,
Greens used to
Greens
have
is doing
6,
well. Like
I think.
honestly, like for a party that like didn't design to win, like they're doing really well.
Yeah, they're doing much better than actually just in general. Independents are doing really well this year.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Monique
independents
Ryan
are
won,
winning.
which is good.
Oh yeah,
Josh
yeah.
Frydenberg is losing.
Yeah, mate. I walked past Frydenberg's office yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you find the
Holy shit.
Did you find the weapon
Oh,
stockpile?
I'm in McPherson.
What?
You know Karen Andrews?
Nah, mate.
It's a safe Liberal seat. It's 59% to the Libs.
Yeah.
It's like a Liberal stronghold, like really. Oh, that's quite concerning. 14% voted either One Nation or UAP.
One of them is me.
Shit, mate.
I'm actually fucking scared.
Mate. Damn.
Oh, Charles, is how do you win the election? Is it just like majority seats?
Yeah, and seats are electorate zone, I think.
So like primary votes don't count.
No, they do count, but it just like
So,
we
like,
were
as in,
confused
like,
before.
just the
Jack
graph
was
the
like,
ABC
"Oh,
shows.
they got more primary votes, so coalition's gonna win." But it's just a whole ton of misinformation spread by 3 idiots here. So
yeah,
Spread by the ABC, mate. They perpetuate lie. That's why Sky News is
the lies they
optimal.
perpetuate is your understanding of them, is our understanding of them, I should say.
No.
We're too dumb to watch the ABC.
We watch Sky News, mate. I swear the real shit.
We should just watch Sky News.
Charles, have you seen the fucking stream that we're doing? Just like on your phone or something.
Check out the thumbnail, mate.
I mean, the thumbnail is great, but then you hop into the thing and it's just I don't know what I'm doing. Normally Dio does the OBS stuff, but I figured, oh well, I can do it for a day, and then oh god, what did I do?
Yo, the Liberal leader Scott Morrison has called Labour leader Anthony Albanese to concede defeat.
Wait, Scott, what?
Like initially at the start of the
Scotty
night
called
when I had the
Anthony
energy
saying that
to
he's
fuck
lost.
around, I was just like moving our faces over like
Scotty,
the
have you watched
politicians.
ABC lately?
Wait, as in telling.
No, Scotty
other-
thinks he's lost, mate.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh shit, yeah. So he's
Yeah,
giving
this
out.
guy popped up too many times to be
He's
re-elected.
making a speech. He's making a speech.
Is he making a losing speech?
I think so.
Is he gonna blame Jenny?
Into making deals with the minor parties. Been very emphatic about that in the lead up to polling day. I think the Teals have been pretty clear about
Can I
what they
interrupt
want.
you? Sorry, Tanya. Scott Morrison's just arrived at the podium to speak.
Is that Jenny?
I like how he transitioned from the fucking acknowledging the traditional owners of the land to be like, hell yeah, the Air Force.
Because he just bought like jets, mate. Remember?
He just wants to make good on his investment.
Oh, look at that Charles Wu legend getting hydrated. Oh, king shit, looks at his water
Oh,
bottle.
yes, mate.
What's your
Hydration
preferred
king,
water
mate.
brand, Mr. Wu?
He's deaf. He's deafened
Oh,
himself.
fuck, he's deaf. What a bitch.
Is that on
Fuck
purpose?
you.
I thought we should talk Charles.
Oh, we were like,
Oh shit, no, he's back.
no,
No,
he's
oh
still
no, he's
deafened.
not. Man,
Sorting out
Charles
audio
looks like
issues,
an
I'm
egg.
guessing.
Such an egg. Egghead.
Oh, he is he like hearing
He's
us
watching the
on
stream.
the YouTube stream? Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah.
Hey Charles, nod if you're an idiot.
Do you
Bro,
think
Scotty be kind of cute though.
if Scotty loses, they'll fire him and make Peter Dunn leader?
I think on a light night like to.
My man said the Ukraine.
It's like the Alex Stein when he's sang for the council. It's like, I
Thank
stand
you very-
for the Ukraine. Put a bullet in Putin's brain.
Are you talking about the Ukraine when this is Australia, cat? Who gives a shit?
Most people, but like, yeah.
Nah, the Ukrainians, they're Ukraine. This is the Australian election.
Okay.
Has it though, Mr. Morrison? Has it?
Mr. Speaker.
Did you know that in
Right,
some
honourable
interviews,
member.
Mr. Morrison kept saying Mr. Speaker to the journos?
And particularly over the course of this week with the important meetings that are being held in Tokyo, I think it's vitally important that there's a very clear understanding about the government of this country. This has been a time of great upheaval over these past few years, and it has imposed a heavy price on our country and on all Australians. And I think all Australians have felt that deeply.
Man, I want can Labour
Hey,
win
he believes
86?
in miracles because he's a fucking Pentecostal Christian, mate.
She's a Hillsong bitch.
Having one of the lowest primary votes that we've ever seen. That says a lot, I think, about the upheaval that is taking place in our nation. And I think it is
Jenny, the real MVP of this government, Mr. ScoMo be
Jenny
like.
is the shadow prime minister, man.
I stood before you and I said I believed in miracles. I still believe in miracles.
Well, as I always have.
Charlie, what you laughing at?
What, Charlie, mate? Nick and Charlie moment? Nick and Charlie forever?
Chocolate Factory.
Oh, I'm just curious what he was laughing at.
Is it the miracle pie?
ScoMo, ScoMo, ScoMo. I think
Do
we're
you
on
think
satellite
ScoMo watched Heartstopper with his family?
No, he hates gays.
Yeah, he probably does, eh?
Incest is
Because his pastor said gays are going to hell, and they're the embodiment of Satan.
Yo, epic Charles Chin action right there. That was epic, mate. Oh, shit.
Chinusy.
What of a strong government that has enabled all of us to come through to where we are today.
Yeah, bro, like my throat really hurts. I'm trying to like massage it.
Ah.
Oh,
Drink some herbal tea.
Get that, What's that
Get some of that.
Chinese medicine?
Just go to some dodgy shop on like Chinatown where they're selling like
That
fucking
like black
bat's
gooey shit.
eyes
What's it
and
called?
snake fang Chinese herbal medicines. Soothes
What's
the
that one
throat.
particular like cough medicine?
Soothers.
The Chinese one.
Strepsils. Chinese one. What? Chinese throat medicine.
Have we talked about this? There's like this Chinese cough medicine where it's just black gooey shit.
I mean that makes sense. Chinese
Yeah.
traditional Chinese medicine, but like a brand? Is it
It's a brand. I used to drink that stuff when I was a kid because coughs.
Oh right, okay. That sounds familiar-ish.
Let's see if I can find it.
And we leave government having restored our nation's defences. Restoring our investment in our defence force.
Can Skirmo stop talking about himself?
Australia can always say we may look to others, but we never leave it.
See, the funny thing with me right now is that I'm trying to pay attention to the election, but I'm paying more attention to the Overwatch League that's on right now. But this just goes to show you how much I'm not paying attention at all, because I have no fucking clue what's going on in Overwatch League. But so if I'm paying more attention to Overwatch League than the election, then you have an idea what understanding I have about the election right now.
But mate, it's ScoMo.
Fucking dog shit. What am I looking at?
Are you guys familiar with Nin Jom Pei Pakua? Or
Do you want to say that again 5 times fast?
Nin Jom Pei Pakua. Nin Jom Pei Pakua. Nin Jom Pei
Wait,
Pakua.
I think I literally have that in my house right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's the black gooey shit, right?
Because my mom had a cough, and I guess she got that for herself. And then now that you said that out loud, that reminds me of the name of the bottle that's been sitting on our counter. Chinese medicines. Yeah, sounds familiar to me. I don't know. I'll maybe have a look at it later on.
Looks like.
You thank you, Barnaby Joyce.
I do want to start by thanking.
Barnaby Joyce is my boyfriend.
He's your boyfriend?
My dream boyfriend.
You're gonna have a Nick and Charlie Heartstopper romance with Barnaby Joyce?
Yeah, I want to make a family with him.
Damn.
How strong was John?
About as strong as my right hand.
Good one.
Yeah, he's in love with Josh. 100%.
Is where the
ScoMo. They deserve a Heartstopper romance.
I stand Skojo.
Skojo.
You've heard from Josh a little earlier tonight. Josh, I can't just call a friend, I can refer to him as a brother. Josh and I have a
rip Dio.
We lost Dio, mate. Dio got kidnapped by ScoMo.
leader of the Liberal Party and as Prime Minister and Treasurer, that we're able to work together to ensure Australia came through this pandemic with one of the lowest death rates in the world, the strongest economies in the world, and one of the highest vaccination rates in the world.
This economic
You didn't
leadership
do
and
shit,
support
dude.
over the time that we've
Exactly,
been,
mate.
which has been one of the toughest times we've seen in government in at least
This
70 or
guy
100 years, depending
lost
which,
the Liberal
which issue,
seat, which held fucking Turat.
all the best for the future. I look forward to
How's
those
that shit
counts
even possible?
improving because
He sucks.
Liberal Party and remaining in the
You
federal
might
parliament
always hate Josh Frydenberg, though.
because he is an
Bye,
outside
buddy.
Huge margin, dude. To an independent.
You know, because Josh Frydenberg isn't as sexy as Barnaby Joyce. That's why I lost.
And to John Olsen, Johnson and the party president, I want to thank you and all of our
He
volunteers
lost in the looks department.
and all around the country. Thank you so much for standing by us.
Oh, he's resigning, mate. He's fucking resigning.
Oh, fuck off, cat.
Into the future. To my colleagues tonight who have had
Who's the new?
difficult news,
Is he gonna say who the
Dunn,
new
mate.
person is?
Peter Dunn's gonna be new leader.
for the wins and the losses, that is the burden and that is the
I'm
responsibility.
gonna call it, man. Peter Dunn.
And as a result, I will be handing over.
He's gonna ruin my life.
He was literally like, it is my burden as leader of the Liberal Party for the wins and the losses, and so I'm stepping down as leader of the Liberal Party. It's like all those responsibilities. He couldn't even he had them for like a few seconds tonight,
how
but then
good
he's
a
quitting,
leader
mate. He
he
just
is.
fucking giving up.
Work in service of their country, and you can feel proud of the service you've rendered. To all of those who've been elected again tonight,
Is Peter
Charles
Dunn
he'd
becoming
be
leader?
celebrating, but Charles can't hear me.
I think there's a delay.
I can only see myself continuing to support you in those efforts because the country will need you in the years ahead.
Who's Gomo saying gonna be the leader?
Team, can I thank Jules?
This guy's probably molding. This guy's fucking mold. Like, once he steps off, bro, he's gonna fucking slam tables, bro. You already know this cunt's gonna do it, bro.
Bro, it was funny. He was like, "Oh, I got to accept the responsibilities of the wins and the losses." Then immediately steps down as leader. See, like the responsibilities lasted for like a couple of minutes, and then he was like, "Nah, I give up, mate. I'm gonna leave it to whoever's the next one."
To my girls, we love you very much and we thank you very much.
Rest in peace, Gamer.
Of course, I've already acknowledged Jenny and Abby.
The parody account is just popping off. Thanks,
What's he
everyone.
saying?
It has been an honor and a privilege. Now it's time for Parody Scott to say goodbye. This is the last tweet that parody account made. I'm gonna be sad.
Oh no.
Bye,
Parody
parody.
Scott.
The last
like
tweet
Parody
before
Scott.
that, Kevin Andrews just texted me the poo emoji.
Love Kevin Andrews.
Can Australia truly be stronger in the future? My last thank you tonight is to the people of Cook. The people of Cook have supported me so strongly.
Hey Alexa, please play the family song from Fast and Furious.
And I will continue to stand up for the values of our Shire. And St George, I thank you for your support today out there across southern Sydney, and I look forward to continuing to serve you to the best of my capability.
We don't talk about family and families, so that we got everything I went through. You were standing by my side.
For coalition members and supporters all across the country to hold the heads high. We have been
Bro, it's been fucking 9 years of coalition government.
Yeah, man.
3 years, I have no doubt.
Yes, it was Abbott, Turnbull, and then Morris. It was so fucking long.
You didn't notice, mate?
No wonder Australia's just been shit.
Exactly.
Man, yeah.
But funnily enough, Tony Abbott was the one who let my family in while I was there.
Damn,
So,
because
thank you,
Tony Abbott was my local MP, and he knew that like we had to meet. It was destiny, you know.
Tony Abbott was our matchmaker.
Yeah. And Tony Abbott was our meet cute.
Ah.
Yeah.
Shanghai Dragons.
Do you think
just
Tony
won a
Abbott
close
watches
game against
Heartstopper with
Hungry
his
Spark.
family?
I reckon he does.
Do you think Gladys Liu watches Heartstopper with her family?
Maybe.
Nah, they probably watch Chinese reality shows.
What if they watch Heartstopper with Chinese subtitles?
No, Chinese dub, mate. Chinese dub.
Chinese dub.
If you'd watch dub, not sub, you know? She seems like the type.
Yeah. And why is ALP still on 72 seats, man?
Because it's still fucking... I don't know.
It's because the bitches in fucking Deacon. Was Deacon a Liberal safe seat? Can you inform me, Mr. Wu?
Can you hear us?
I don't know if he's watching the stream or is he watching ABC.
Greg Jennett, thank you very much.
I feel like Charles is
shit
the
your
most delayed
pants.
out of all. So
Favour there because Tanya Plibersecki's been crystal clear. Congratulations, Anthony Albanese. Wishing your new government all the very best. So there's no doubt there.
he's just happy to be here. Look at him.
But also Simon Birmingham, crystal clear. I'll be
He's just
stepping down
bopping his head.
Charles, shit yourself.
now got a clear path forward there as well.
Yeah, he did.
Well, as clear as it can be.
Oh yeah, what's up? What's up? I heard my name.
I said shit yourself, but Dio had a question.
Oh yeah. Was Deacon a safe seat for the Liberals?
Deacon.
Yeah.
From what I know, it wasn't like safe. Like it wasn't safe at all. Like it was it's quite marginal.
Yeah. Well, Deacon has failed us, so fuck Deacon.
Dude, this Michael Sucker guy only won by like 0.8%.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Dude, how can you vote for a guy whose name is Michael Sucker, bro?
Maybe that's exactly why. Because his name's Michael Sucker.
Dude, you're a fucking suckers, man. What has he done for you guys? Like, wait, like, I don't get it. I don't get it, bro.
Deacon is a sucker.
Nah, but it's alright though. Like, I reckon at least Labour won, right? Like, that was like the only outcome which was like feasible, right? I reckon it'd be better if like Labour had a minority government, not the minority, like as in they had like minority majority.
What's a minority majority?
I have no idea what I'm saying. As in, like, they don't hold the full majority, as in like some
I get
independents
what
and
you
stuff.
mean.
So
Had
you
some,
want
some
more
independent
green
stuff.
seats,
If the
essentially.
Greens or some independents had some more sway, there would be more discussion in regard to policy making and how.
But I mean, the independents they're like becoming almost, well, not half, I guess, but they're becoming like a quarter of the opposition.
Yeah, a lot of people voted for like independents. Crazy. That's good though. Like really much like very much the outcome was valued, I would say. I think all of us are happy with the results, right?
Pretty happy with this.
Yeah. Good thing. Honestly, yeah, Gladys Liu should have lost. Like, good thing she lost. Because honestly, like, I feel like the way that she was answering some questions, like, I don't know if I told you guys about this, but there was a debate at the Glen between Karina Garland and Gladys Liu.
Oh.
Yeah, I heard that like she got like Chinese bodybuilders as guards.
Oh my god. That's fucking ridiculous. I don't even know that's true. I just listened to it on the radio.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know how there were like accusations about Gladys Liu having some interactions and like fundraising with the guy who was eventually found out to be some kind of agent for the Chinese government or some kind of informant. Like he was deported, I think, because like ASIO thought it was a threat or something.
Yeah.
So during this debate, like a member of the public came out and asked about that. It's like, oh hey Gladys, what's your statement? What are your thoughts on what happened? And instead of like the response that I think everyone would have liked, which is like, this actually happened. I wasn't a member of the Liberals at the time, but I think it's a very regrettable action that I was interacting with this man. So I didn't know, and I'll try and take more accountability and be more transparent in the future. I think that's a response that we would all appreciate, right?
Response.
But then this is what she said, right? He said, "We are all Australians in this room, okay? No matter if you're Chinese Australian, you're Indigenous Australian, you are Malaysian Australian, any white Australian, any type Australian, we are all one people." And then, right? And then she's like, "I was not a member of the Liberal Party at that time, and I didn't know." And then the moderator was like, Yes, but ASIO told you, innit? ASIO told you, innit, not to go. It's like, I was not informed by ASIO. I had no recollection of this. And then she's like, we should not let it divide us. And then I'm like, if I wasn't suspicious before, bro, like I am now. Like that was the most. Like you didn't deny anything, you didn't confirm anything, you didn't admit to anything. That was the most stereotypically politician response.
Yeah, that is such a politician.
That was the most non-answer type of response ever. It's like she was actively trying to fuck it up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have those people, like, you have, like, fake Kim Jong-un walking around saying you like the CCP, you vote Liberals, you like Lannis Lee, right? And it's like, from what I've seen, I don't think she's a CCP agent at all. I think that's completely bull.
Charles got shot down by the CCP.
Internet got shut down by the CCP. Okay, it's not frozen now, but...
Oh no, I'm back. The internet keeps cutting out. It's really bad.
Damn.
Because of the Liberal government, mate.
Yeah, dude, because of the fucking NBN. They fucked up the NBN. You can literally blame everything that's wrong with me, dude. With the Liberals, bro.
Copper, bro. Liberals, bro.
You fucking Liberals, dude. Not to mention UAP, bro. Some cunts actually vote for UAP, bro, because they always say, like... This, like, they always, like, their entire marketing kind of...
Oh, look at this trust and competency fucking scale thing here.
Oh, what's the scale?
What's it saying? I have a 20-second delay.
Well, you'll see it, mate. It's kind of interesting.
Well, I mean, UAP's marketing is just like, you like freedom? We have freedom. What's freedom? I don't know. Is that the whole UAP thing?
You guys seeing it, man?
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, good one, you scammer.
It's a number scale as well. 2.8. What the fuck is this?
Is it still the trust and competency thing?
I actually don't know what they're laughing at.
I'm just laughing, bro. Stop.
What are you laughing at, man?
I'm having a laughing fit.
That's funny, bro.
I'm having a laughing fit. Oh my god.
You really lost your
What is going on there? Can someone explain what is this joke, mate?
I literally said I'm just having a laughing fit. That's it.
What started
I thought you saw the trust and competency.
Yes, that's what started it.
Like...
And it lasted till now.
Oh, okay, yeah, cool.
Oh god, just 2 minutes of corpsing laughter.
That was the funniest shit I've ever seen in a while.
I remember that one time that we were at my house, like my old house.
Oh, do you guys
choked on a chip, mate? Do you remember that?
Drinking a chip?
No, we were eating like fucking chips, and then Funny laughed so hard he choked on a chip.
I didn't choke on a chip. I choked on like 3 chips on a fork. Like three huge battered chips on a fork, and I choked on it. Did we interrupt you, Charles?
What's up?
Did we interrupt you?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I normally have nothing of value to say anyway, so...
Dude, you have brought more political value to this reaction video than any of the 3 of us combined.
No. I refuse to believe that. Oh, I think I was talking about the UAP, right?
Yes.
Back on that discussion, right? So UAP, like they always think, they say like, oh, we hate the both parties, we hate Labour and Liberals, dude. And then, okay, first of all, that's not true. Last election, the entire basis of their party, like why they founded the UAP, right, is that they just want to say some extreme shit that the Liberals won't ever say. And through preferential voting, the Liberals will eventually get the votes from UAP. It's just there to attract like the fringe, far right, like conspiracy theorists, pieces of shit people to vote for the Liberals, right? Because that ultimately benefits Clive Palmer, right? And like recently, this election, they changed up their tune a little bit, as in like we're not both parties. We're actually kind of better than them. We're like freedom, anti-tyranny. The lockdowns have to stop. Okay, first of all, lockdowns have stopped, and they probably will stop forever. They just want you to keep
I
them
still get
angry.
fucking anti-vax protests outside my house every day.
That's pathetic, bro. What are you guys fucking doing? Get a fucking job.
Exactly. There's nothing to protest anymore.
You get a fucking job, go to fucking TAFE, do anything, dude. Who the fuck cares? Just like anyway. And then the leader of the party, who's now Craig Kelly, right? Like of course the party base is like we're not like we're not like the Labour, we're not like Labour or the Liberals because they're shit, right? Not to mention that this guy, before quitting the Liberal Party to form his own, this guy hasn't voted against his party line a single time. So this guy agreed with everything the Liberals did, through showing that through the way he votes. Of course, like when you change up your tune like that, you're not particularly, you're not convincing me. You're certainly not convincing like everyone else.
Well, they did manage
So
to
we got to
convince
do the
some voters.
green. We're gonna give it Green and Griffith.
Man, the Greens been having a field day. And Christina Keneally lost to an independent.
Let's go.
Gee.
Do you think we'll ever have a Green Parliament? Like,
Well, maybe
honestly,
in like
I
50
don't think
years,
so.
man.
I never think we will. I never think we will.
Like once you guys hit 50, then maybe the Greens will have a bit more people in the House.
yeah, I guess so.
Because
I think
population,
fundamentally,
age, demographics, and the rest.
I think fundamentally the people who like are in positions of like rich people who are rich, right? They'll always vote. I think in terms of like speaking from experience, what hits home the most for people is their ability to keep the money that they've earned.
They'll vote for tax cuts.
They'll vote for tax cuts and they'll vote for the party which doesn't tax them the most. And for a lot of people, when it comes to representing, the poor, right? The people who are, impoverished and all that.
Working class.
The working class, not even the working class, the people who are like below working class.
Like me.
As in, like they don't even give a shit about them. Like that's the mentality I think for a lot of people is that, I did so and so. I went to, like, I don't know, I started my own business. I'm very successful now through my own hard work. I think that's true for many people. They definitely they definitely probably would have got like a head start, like Bank of Mum and Dad vibes. But as in they don't want to give, the fruits of their success to anybody else.
To be a rich kid's day.
Yeah, to rich kids, right? And like that's just like simply like a reality. Like they're not gonna give you their money, which they see as they earn themselves, which I think for many is probably true. Like they probably did just like pick themselves up by their bootstraps and just made the bread. I think for many other people, like children of the rich, who of course didn't do anything other than to be born.
Their inheritance money.
Indeed, bro, indeed. Yeah, so that's all I have to say. Anything else you guys have to add?
I'd like to be a rich kid.
Bro, I want to be rich. I want to be rich.
My biggest regret in life was that I wasn't born a son of a billionaire.
Me too, man.
Bro, I want to be like a silver spoon.
piece of legislation.
The silver spoon. Not
Yeah.
the kid. It just
No, I want to be the spoon, mate.
who feeds the kids.
I think this is a really
I wanna see kids, man.
in city areas, in regional communities.
I love kids, Kim. I love kids.
For strong action on climate change, and we've got a really good.
You can't
You
say
get my
that on
reference?
live air, mate.
So I think.
Fuck, I'm
in 3
sorry.
years' time, do I think we will be having another election campaign
Very
where
controversial.
this is the same sort of issue? I hope not. And same goes for the integrity.
I'm gonna
Commission.
get a drink.
In 3 years' time, we will have bedded
Fuck me,
down
I'm gonna get a
strong
drink too.
action on climate change, cheaper power prices. We will have bedded down a strong National Integrity Commission with teeth.
Well,
and, on the issue of,
just the two of us now.
that we were talking about earlier, we have fantastic policies for women.
What's up, bro?
Coming into this
What's
election,
good, bro?
the gender pay gap,
That's good, bro.
What's up, bro?
to reduce violence
Bro?
against women and children.
Are you like what's your like schedule these days now?
So I got the Rona, so I'm in ISO.
Oh right. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you my schedule. I'll just send you my fucking
Sure.
I don't even. I was gonna send you my whole ass fucking schedule, better than just like describing it to you.
Any updates on work?
What? I beg your pardon?
Unemployed?
Yeah, I think I might be. With just kind of the schedule. I'll send it to you. Like just by virtue of my timetable, it's pretty hard for me to have a job.
Which makes sense. Actually, I probably should
Why,
open.
mate?
Yeah. No.
What's your timetable like?
I'll send it to you.
Wait, you're full time like me, right?
Yeah, I'm a full-time student.
Simon, would you acknowledge that?
You could probably still make time for a job, mate. You could at least get a casual one.
I definitely could. I'll send it. Take a look. Like just from this, I couldn't probably ever work on the weekdays. Probably. Like I need to be at uni every day.
But you got like time after uni, right?
I do, but I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have a car or anything. It's quite hard for me to try. I'll try and get a job locally.
Yeah, local,
So,
mate.
like, that's not the of course, like that's not the first priority.
You can't deny
Like the first priority is the
collective mandate on stronger action on climate change integrity.
No,
Schedule
he
was
muted
pretty full
himself
on.
to call. Damn. Oh, buddy.
you go bathroom real quick.
relation to an integrity commission, I still hope that there will be some caution in the construct of an integrity commission.
Right, we've lost Carlson and Dio, 2 men down. To remain.
Is the right approach. I think the South Australian
That's what
Bro,
I
this
said when you
election
left
goes
as well,
for a
bro.
long time.
supported in SA is a type that I hope in terms of what
Like the first priority is to always get like the education. You know what I mean?
people on all sides of politics and getting good people into politics.
I mean, I guess so, mate.
That ought to be pursued.
But,
And
like,
I would want to support that type of model being implemented that is.
man, for me, my priority is just to survive.
Okay, let's go to Anthony and do a.
Bro,
What was the
Benelong is
question?
exactly 50-50 split right now.
In doubt for the coalition, starting with Benelong, where John Alexander's retiring on a margin of 6.9%. Simon Kennedy's running for the Liberal Party, and Jerome Laxale for the ALP.
Yeah, at the moment, Simon Kennedy's on 41.3, Jerome Laxale 37.3, and the Green there with 11.6. Now
Well, Charles, what's your thoughts on the new Filipino president, if you've heard?
Laxale's on 51.6. We might end up on 51. That's a projection based on postals.
Oi, Charles.
From last time, if the trend isn't quite as strong
Can you hear me?
to the Liberal Party on the postals, and that's possible when you've got a retiring member, then Jerome Laxale can still win that. So I don't think we'll know the result. When I turn off our predictive tool later in the night,
Keep going.
Labour will suddenly be ahead in Benelong, but they could end up losing the seat. So Benelong remains clearly in doubt.
Okay, Cowper.
back.
Cowper is in New South Wales,
What's up?
by the National Pat Conahan.
Nice
and
legs.
Keith McMullen is contesting it for the ALP.
This is the seat Rob Oakeshot's had.
How long will this fucking election take, mate? It's 11:23.
Just go to fucking bed.
There's 27.7
No.
13.9 from Labour, 5% there with the Greens. At the moment, we're estimating preferences, and if
Boom,
you're
boom.
two-party preferred, we're estimating Pat Conahan to win.
Oh my god, they literally just fucking read my mind, mate.
The Commission will
It's fucking crazy.
counting
Yeah?
the seat for preferences.
Yeah, they're just like, in case you're ducking off the bed, Anthony Albanese's come to speak.
I suspect.
All right.
Look,
Let's watch the Albert speech.
Yeah.
To the national. So at this stage, it remains in doubt.
We still haven't got majority seats yet, man.
I'm just snoozing, bro.
The fucking
My
counters,
phone's asleep.
it's like they all failed or dropped out of their fucking maths during year 10. Like someone you may know.
Yeah.
Can't say I know who you're referring to.
Yeah,
Man, I
yeah.
completely forgot everything about maths after I left high school.
Honestly, facts, mate. Like, when are you going to use maths in real life? You're not. We like
I'm just not gonna
legitimately.
say
I
anything.
haven't had to use maths at all because fucking everything does it for me. Even when I'm giving change at work, it's like it automatically does it for me.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna say anything.
It's like, mate, why?
Math kids triggered.
Yeah, mate.
Because I do use maths though.
But like, you
Well, it's not
actually
like I
do
don't
maths.
use maths, but like one time I did try to use maths again after like a year of no maths, and I completely shat my brain.
Hey, mate. Just nah.
Most days when I'm working out my finances, it's just I just do it in my head.
But doesn't your thing have automatic shit?
Yeah, I know, but I'd rather just do it in my head so I can keep my math skills up. That's the type of person I am. We're just
Exercising. That's the
different.
problem, though. Like, us plebeians do not exercise our math skills, therefore we lose brain cells.
Well, you don't necessarily lose brain cells, you just lose brain cells in that one particular field.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I have like no need for it, so like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah.
So you,
Well, what if you have to count your taxes,
yeah, well,
man?
what am I saying?
Bro, you think I make enough money
Don't
to
make enough money. Just don't make any money, bro.
Yeah, just don't make money like me, mate.
0 plus 0 is still 0.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What you doing over there, bud?
Oh, do you guys want a room tour?
Oh, fuck
Oh,
yes.
facts,
It's
mate.
kind of
Facts.
big, actually. Is it?
I'll join on my phone.
Lit.
Do you have a? Don't you have a roommate?
Nah, Charles has left.
I do have a roommate, but I was in ISO, so
yeah.
kicked him out because I wasn't on campus. So they had a choice of either kicking him out or kicking me out. And since I wasn't on campus, they kicked him out. So it's good stuff.
Damn, mate. Poor roommate.
So this is the room. This is like the main door.
Do you want this to be streamed onto YouTube?
Like AR.
Don't tell him.
Overall view first.
Oh,
this
shit.
is like
Can you show
half
us
the room
a-
is yours. Yeah, this is set up. Yeah.
Show us your bathroom.
Okay.
No, don't go into the bathroom.
Wait, where's the
You're
PS5?
gonna get a Twitch
That's the real
violation.
question.
It's in the toilet.
Mate, surely since your roommate's not here, it's going to be gaming week, mate.
Well, he's only got a
Or
MacBook.
POV of Charles going to the bathroom in the morning.
The only gaming he's gonna do is Clash Royale on his phone. He doesn't have a key. He doesn't have a PC anymore.
This is good election coverage. This is the type of content I've been looking
Go take a shower, mate. Go take a shower. We'll just
It's quite small.
Do a shower stream.
shower stream, yeah.
And then this is the mirror. What's up?
Looking
Oh, a handsome lad, mate.
So this is the main door. This
Wow,
is
deja
my
vu.
Don't
It's
you
like
have
I've
a
seen it
bin?
before.
No, the bins are outside, but I can't leave my room because I'm in ISO, so I just leave all my trash out here in plastic bags and go up.
Bro, did you... Mate, you got COVID right after I had COVID, mate?
Yeah, I know, right? Twinnies. So this is the fridge. They gave me a lot of supplies.
Mate, is that
water.
Carlton Dry, mate?
Where are the
Yeah.
tinnies?
That's my roommate's. Didn't take it.
Mate, have some beers. We'll have some beers together, you know?
No, not today.
But why don't you
So
have
this
any
is my-
Diet Coke supplies?
Dude, I drank them all. This is my wardrobe.
Or rock that flannel, mate.
This is my roommate stuff. This is his bed. This is my setup.
Mate, your spaces looks like it's much more lived in.
This is my cutlery. This is
Well,
cool
that would
stuff.
make sense because his roommate isn't living there currently.
So this is, you know.
Oh my god, that actually makes so much sense.
I brought a soft toy over. It's cool.
That's so cute.
You know, like I said, this is my bedside table. They gave me some merch.
Oh.
I even got a cool badge.
I mean, it's probably downplaying the role that all of these women
Damn.
have won.
Or a medical student, mate.
Like, you know, this is my
Your underwear?
sleeping
Is that a
stuff.
pile
No,
of
you
underwear?
sleeping stuff. I even got a lab coat too. I'll show you.
Like a real doctor.
You're Dr. Wu.
Did you have to pay for that or?
No, it came with.
Nice.
Oh, the libs are gaining more fucking Senate seats, mate.
So technically, you're paying for it.
I'm still paying for it, but I don't have to pay extra.
Yeah.
And then, you know, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. It's
My
cool.
Labour's still on 72 seats.
Yeah, man. And that's pretty much it. Unless you want to see the view? I'll show you guys the view. Hold on.
How?
Now, are you
Well,
sure
what,
you want that
floor
to
level are you
be on YouTube?
No one's watching this, mate. Good.
Right, but it's still archived on YouTube servers.
Nobody watches
Right, just delete the live stream. Honestly, you just get rid of it.
I'll download it before you can delete it.
So this is the swimming pool out there, like where the lights are. Like
Do you get to watch any babes swim in the swimming pool while you're up there?
you can't really, because you see, there's like a little bit of like a wall. But there are a lot of like Olympians here because they get scholarships and stuff.
Right.
And probably because they didn't do like any academics and stuff, so they just come here. So do you see there's like 4 windows? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like the gym. No, that's cool. So you see out here, that's the main campus. You can't really. It's a kind of bad angle. I might stick my phone out.
Don't drop it though.
If I drop it, I'm
We've canvassed the what and the issues a bit that's driven the result in those seats. But I think as we've heard from some of the rest of the analysis, the who, which I think
you see it?
Your question there is kind of coming to
Yeah.
the who is what's
Yeah.
really going to matter for can we rebuild.
So that's the largest freestanding arch in the southern hemisphere.
Wow, big arch.
What a flex, mate.
No, not a flex, mate. It's just the observation.
Right.
Isn't the largest
And I wanna
freestanding arch in
end
the
the
southern
tour.
hemisphere the pendulum of which Charles's balls hang from?
Oh shit. Oh, we're gonna get close up.
Adam.
There we go.
Did you drop the phone in, mate? Oh no.
Good tour.
He was talking about police, soldiers, tradies. He didn't mention.
Did you guys enjoy the tour? Can you rate it out of 10 for me?
I'd give it like a solid 10, mate.
11.
2 out of 10.
You love to see it, but nah. But honestly, I honestly don't like this place at all. I just want to leave.
What
Damn,
do you
mate.
expect?
Damn.
Yeah, like I might rent a place.
Honestly, I'd say that's probably worth it, mate.
But I can't drive too, so I can't. And it's not like Melbourne. Like the public transport network isn't as like vibrant.
Fleshed out.
Yeah, mate.
Accessible.
It's quite like Povo.
And do they have like Uni Lodge sort of deal there?
Honestly, no, that's not even a thing. Like the demand isn't there. There's only
Damn, they
two
don't.
unis like in the Gold Coast.
Really?
It's this one and Griffith.
Oh, Griffith, mate. That was that's got a green seat, isn't it?
The green seat.
Yeah, mate. That has a green
They
seat.
want to speak. Big Griffith. Know that.
Maybe you should be going there, mate, because like greens.
Oh, is Griffith in the same seat? Hang on. Like, is it the same like university? Like in the same.
Yeah, mate. It was the Queensland one, mate.
Correlation does not equal causation? Question mark.
Mechanisms for people to make complaints and before that to change workplace culture so that
Hang on.
behaviour is less likely to happen. And so implementing all 50.
Yeah, that doesn't even cover. That's not even a thing. That's in Brisbane.
Of our government.
Wrong place, mate.
This is a 9-year
Fuck, mate. I thought it was in Queensland.
It is a 9-year
Brisbane is in Queensland.
History will remember the
Oh fuck, Brisbane's in Queensland. Oh shit, I thought it was like fucking.
Telling that Scott Morrison tried to say in recent weeks that he was seeking.
What do you think, Griffith?
Says it all, doesn't it? Of course, he
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
wasn't at all, but I think
Mate, I don't know my Australian geography.
attempt at renewal just failed. I think there's been
Nice.
a lot of turmoil. I think that the climate argument has been at the heart of it. And Josh Frydenberg, I remember him being deeply upset when he tried to.
What happened to Charles? Did Charles die?
Deeply upset.
No, he's there.
Disaster on that front. I think that Scott Morrison personally will have he'll be remembered.
Oh no, someone
7
ghosted me on
years is already
Snapchat.
putting
They must be
Labour
dead.
Because of his role during the pandemic. I think
There's no way they lose though, I reckon.
the Prime Minister.
Oh, they've already won, but like the question now is, will they form majority government?
In keeping.
Yeah, I think they will.
Lots of hiccups along the way for which he's paid.
Bro, you already know how probability works, bro. 50-50 is everything, bro. Either it happens or it doesn't, bro.
Will be remembered for the AUKUS
Yeah.
agreement, which I presume Labor will.
Wait, did you bet on the election in sports bets, man?
No, I am morally against gambling.
So tell that to the stockbrokers.
Oh hell yeah, I will.
One thing that I think history will
I made fucking money off the Nick Kyrgios match. I'll never forget that. Because I told everyone we gotta go on Sportsnet and bet that he will win, and he fucking won. But the Sportsnet just wouldn't let me bet money. It just would not give me my account.
Who was this against?
Yeah, it was. I can't remember. It was like him and Kokonakis against the. It was the finals, mate.
I think you read into that what you will. It doesn't.
Oh yeah, that's it.
The question is whether it was a tactic
Yeah.
or it was brought on by necessity, that there had been such incompetence at the New South Wales division that the Prime Minister tried to.
Guys, I bought some really expensive cutlery from Maya and I can't find it anymore. So that's what I wanted to say.
Hey, why'd you go to Maya, man? Could have gone to
Mate, you gotta go to IKEA and get the cheap plastic shit.
Bro, there's no IKEA in Gold Coast. It's only one in Brisbane.
Just go to Brisbane, mate. It's like walk.
Bro, I never thought about that.
Around the selection processes.
Yeah, mate.
And very clearly as well, they're
I'll see you in about a week then if I walk.
Easy.
may have been
Jack back.
view of some in selecting her. The way she had framed those issues, I think, was fully appreciated when she was selected. And
Yeah, is the Gold Coast kind of like Miami?
a dominant feature of the campaign.
It's I wouldn't really know because I haven't been to Miami.
It's like a bit tropical, yeah, and like retirees go there.
Oh yeah. That's it.
And yeah,
Oh
the beaches.
yeah.
Should she have been disendorsed?
Do they also have like a drug problem there?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
don't think it would have solved the problem, though. I think it would
It
have
is
solved the
Miami.
problem and made much difference to the election results in the end.
Like the whole place is like drugs and sex.
We didn't have to go through.
And this goes to
Yeah,
one of the
sounds about right.
characteristics of Scott Morrison, the bulldozer, the stubborn man. That has become a
Australian
in the
Miami.
last couple of years.
And look, I think
Honestly, like it's not the most
in the lesson
conducive to
is
studying.
a very important lesson. Australians respect others.
At least
But you
you
know,
can
Australians are tolerant of
beggars
others,
come to Jesus.
and Australians want to have
Yeah.
clarity from their leaders,
You
particularly
know the
the
vibes,
leaders
boys.
and the major parties. That
How many years are you
that
gonna do for your degree, mate?
4.5 years in amount.
As well, that I think it shows
Right.
that people are tired of
Yeah,
cynical
Do you have to do like
politics as
any
well. The idea that you can use a group of people
is it
for electoral
apprenticeship?
And I
How
think
do you
Oh, like
say it?
placements, yeah.
Yeah, like placements after that.
really important
Yeah.
that we learn
I have
to
2 placements. So
disagree
like for
better.
the last 2 years,
So
that's like pretty much
and so
what we all do.
you know, at times quite
Right.
nasty.
So the first 2 years is kind of like first like 3 or so years, like just chilling.
That we've seen the growth of these
Not chilling, you're just learning stuff, but you're not like,
to that. And we've been talking about
you know,
professional women. They don't
going
want
outside.
they
They
don't
don't
want
want
to
that
see
much.
it at work. They don't want to see it at
Although
home.
you probably
They
do.
don't want to
I
see
don't
it
know.
in their parliament.
But also, Tanya, things
Because
like
here in Indonesia, from what I've heard, like if you do a medical degree, it'll take you 5 years, and you need like 3 years of placement.
Oh, placement, that's like internship. Yeah, so you need like minimum 2 years of internship.
Yeah.
Where you become something called like a junior doctor, a junior house officer.
wasn't actually a Liberal Party policy
Okay.
at all, and
Yeah, that's pretty much
those
it.
are things that cause people to lose faith.
Junior house officer? You mean a junior hoe?
Yeah, bro. A junior home officer.
Because a high school friend of mine, he wanted to apply for a medical degree, right? But he couldn't get in, so instead, I think he's going for psychology now, so he can
Oh,
like
that's cool.
become a psychologist doctor.
Honestly, it might be harder in Indonesia than it is like in Australia or something. Has he tried applying like
Maybe.
elsewhere?
And Tanya, this election campaign,
I think he only applied for local unis.
ruling out again and again and again
Ah.
the extension of the cashless debit card. On Medicare again this election campaign. On Medicare again this election campaign, you took us.
Okay, I see.
Expert panels about how the medical benefits scheme might be changed.
The Australia votes what do you call it, show that is on? It's people like arguing. Well, it's like, what do you argue about, mate? Are you arguing about statistics?
Where? Where did
The fucking on the ABC right now, right? We're watching the fucking Australia vote show or whatever it is. The fucking commentators just argue. It's like,
I think they're just
why?
talking about colors, mate.
It's a bit racist, mate.
Yeah. Mate, the Libs gained a couple more seats, man. They're on 55 now.
Yeah.
Where's the Labour seats, mate?
Problem for the Liberal Party is they've only got 23% of the vote. David Pocock 22. Labor's got roughly a quota. Green and other party preferences will favour David Pocock. So there's a strong possibility that the Liberals, for the first time, the ACT will not split one Labor, one Liberal, and that David Pocock will knock off Zed Sezelja in the ACT. Now, there's a lot of pre-polling. They're not counting any pre-poll Senate positions tonight, but that's a bad starting position for the Liberal Party. And David Pocock is well ahead of the Greens, and that means he can win the seat, and Labor has kept close to the quota. Now, the next
Legalised cannabis.
Wales, which currently has
I love the legalized cannabis party.
Labor from the double dissolution election. The Liberals still have a chance of
You know they've legalized
The
marijuana.
the
in
Labour Party and
Thailand
the Liberals are tied in Victoria.
So I suspect
for the Senate.
because they've started with the
For Senate, yeah.
will be able to hang on to a third seat. I'm not sure how well the preferences will flow together. It'll be interesting to see how that one unfolds. Legalised cannabis have got 3% of the vote. Victoria is, I think,
Queensland, mate.
Two Labor, one Green.
Libs winning.
So there's a loss of a coalition seat in Victoria. The Labor Party has
Damn, Pauline Hanson has 7.9% of Senate thing. Of Queensland Senate. That's kind of high.
Yeah, because Queenslanders are based.
Oh, yo, it's Penny Wong, mate.
She's keeping us.
Penny.
Three coalition members. I'm trying to remember. There's
Penny Wong the goat. Penny Wong my.
Amanda Stoker. She will not get elected.
She should be fucking Prime Minister, mate.
For real.
Y'all voted for the wrong party.
To win a seat, I suspect Pauline Hanson.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, Jack.
I'm sorry.
Can I get a sue in the chat, guys?
No.
I'll give you a sheet.
Alright, here we go.
Sue.
Swallow my mic.
Penny one with the jokes.
It's funny.
The traditional owners of this land.
and saying to you,
Shout out to the traditional owners.
we can take that step forward to fulfilling
There
Shout
you
out
go,
to my
G.
boys. Keeping it
My
real.
boys.
fulfilling the promise
Yeah.
of the Uluru Statement from the heart.
Man, if I was in a public speaking event, I would say that.
Australians have chosen.
You would say that.
Yes.
Have chosen
Pussy too.
They have chosen change.
Australian. Australian Lucy.
Australians have chosen
Australucy.
and they have looked to the future.
Austracy.
Future for all.
She's spitting bars. Straight fire.
Green facts.
A government for women. A government that will look to unify, to bring people together, not to divide. A Labor government.
Can we get Ludacris on stage for a victory celebration?
But what if the Liberals win?
Oh, they definitely won my heart.
Oh damn.
Who embodies that hope is my friend.
Yo, look at him go, mate. Look at him. He's so happy.
Yeah.
Please welcome to the stage the man set to be the 31st
Look at him drinking that water hydration.
Go, Albo.
Albo, 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 Albo.
Albo. Hey guys.
Yeah.
It won't be easy under Albanese.
Oh, mate, remember I promised in the beginning? Boys?
Oh yeah. There's a hole in your budget, dear Labour, dear Labour. There's a hole in your budget, dear Labour. A hole.
It won't be easy under Albanese. Labour's trying to give you a cock from behind. Vote Liberal. Authorised by the Liberal Party, Canberra.
Yeah.
We did it.
Of the land on which we meet. I pay my respect to their elders, past, present, and emerging. And on behalf of the Australian Labor Party, I
Yo, he's repeating Penny's speech.
You know, you gotta rep the hood. You gotta shout out the real ones out there, the OGs, the traditional owners, the traditional
Hell yeah.
custodians.
Hell yeah.
The homeboys.
Hell yeah.
For real, man. On God. The goat no cap.
That'll be my acknowledgement to country for class next week.
Yeah.
I am humbled by this victory, and I'm honoured to be given the opportunity.
Yeah, the original custodians of this land is the goat no cap.
The animal, the goat.
Yeah.
Shout out to my First Nations people. Hit the dab from.
They're the real ones.
Hit the dab indigenous style.
What's up, Beijing?
I remember that.
So fucking funny, bro. Shout out to my homies on the East Coast, keeping it real.
Why am I chuckling to? What's up?
Yo, he thanked Jenny. He shouted out Jenny, mate.
Hell yeah. For my brothers from the west side till I die. Reppin'.
for the service that he has given to our
All my
country as
South
Prime
Side
Minister.
players,
I also
the
want to
Victorians,
acknowledge and thank
the South
Jenny
Australian,
Morrison and their two daughters for their
Tasmanians.
contribution and
You out
sacrifice
there,
as well.
you out there, the real ones, keeping it real.
Fellow Australians, it says a lot about our great country that the son of a single mum who was a disability pensioner who grew up in public housing down the road in
Gotta thank my homie. Go with them.
Oh, he's doing the fucking thing with his fingers, mate. You know
the Italian hands.
Is it the
Upside down Italian hands.
Someone's trying to break in my house, mate. We're having an election watching party. Dio, Sunny, and
Hello, person. Did you know Albo won?
oh yeah, we got it. Yeah.
I was counting it. I was counting them.
You did it. You counted it.
Wants more for the next generation than they
You
have.
got to win.
My mother dreamt of a better life for me, and I hope that my journey in life inspires Australians to reach for the stars.
The day was out of
I want Australia to continue to be a country that no matter where you live, who you worship, who you love, or what your last name is, that places no restrictions on your journey in life. My fellow Australians, I think they've got the name by now. I think they got that. I know at the beginning of the campaign they said people didn't know me, but I reckon they've got it.
Yeah, Albert. You know me.
No. Can we have order?
There's a hole in your budget.
Can we have a bit of order?
What is this that you sent me, Charles? What did you do?
Like, never volunteered.
It's my schedule.
To do shit. Never.
But you got money.
No, it was shit. I wanted to cry the whole time.
Well, you missed out on like literally the most eventful day of girls. No, it wasn't. Some other building in the place caught fire. But like every single
Don't
fire
know
alarm
one.
in the so we had to evacuate. And I was like in the middle of like doing the water. So everyone had to get evacuated and like everyone had to be refunded. And like me, Wilma and Romy had to go to another girl.
Right.
Yeah. And it was shit.
Yeah, do you have socks?
Yeah.
To bring Australians together. I want to seek our common purpose and promote unity and optimism, not fear and division.
This is a terrible day.
Are you happy with the Labour victory?
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
But a terrible day. Terrible day.
Fucking anyone what's going on. I just have to climb on employees.
Leadership of our country. It is a show of strength to collaborate and work with people, not weakness. I want to find that common ground
Hello, Lance.
where together we can plan.
I was looking at Charles' timetable, and he is a busy lad. I'd say Fridays are pretty, like, I reckon if you're getting
Friday's a chill day. Friday's a chill day.
Friday,
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday.
I still don't do work though. Like,
Mate, I'm going to be honest, you don't have, like, at least for me, I don't know, I don't have time to do work, mate. I got to do actual work to make money so that I can, like, survive.
Man, just bet on sports bets, man. You'll get money.
yeah, mate. Just do some betting. You just go to Crown, mate.
Yeah.
Mate, Crown, mate. I was at Crown the other day. Oh no, I was at Crown today because like I walked past it to get to voting.
Oh yeah. It won't be easy under Albanese.
He said we can end the Clone Wars.
Clone Wars?
Wait, listen to his speech.
Star Wars fan.
The opportunity to shape change rather than be shaped by it. And we can shape change more effectively if we seek to unite people on that journey of change. Together, we can end the climate wars. Together, we can take advantage of the opportunity for Australia to be a renewable energy superpower.
He's a climate war, mate.
Mate, it was the Clone Wars. You just got like a censored version, mate. Trying to hide the
This is
truth,
the
mate.
new thing, mate. The war on climate after the war on terror.
Nah, it's the war on the clones, mate.
Yeah, war on climate. Oh fuck! Did Deacon just win a seat?
I didn't see anything.
I'm just reading Twitch comments, mate. But Deacon might pull through.
The wage of minimum age workers. We can say, will we welcome that? Absolutely.
Oh, mate, Albert's gonna increase your wage.
Oh, he better. It just like specifically, it's like for those workers at Grilled,
Yeah.
we're gonna increase your wages somehow.
Do you have a union at the grill?
Yeah, we do. I'm not part of it though, because I don't know about it.
Mate, if you join the union, they can raise your wages.
Nah, they can't really, mate. It's all enterprise agreements and shit like that, mate.
So what do they do?
I don't know. We do protests and sometimes. I don't know.
Are you in the union, Sonny?
No.
Is there a union at Hungry Jack's?
Well, I mean,
There's yeah, of
fucking
course. There's
fast
a
food.
union. Fucking like there's an industry thing, right?
It's like general industry unions, but like some workplaces have their own unions.
I'm not aware of it. There is one.
In the world. And together, we can embrace the Uluru Statement from the Heart.
But unions are cool, man, because like they are like the lobbyists for you to your bosses and be like, yo, you're treating the workers like garbage. So we're gonna stop working for you until you fix it.
Yeah, man.
Just like how Tesla workers are unionizing and Elon Musk threw a hissy fit on Twitter.
And I acknowledge Australia's next Indigenous
He's gonna do a thank you speech.
Linda Burney, who's here.
Federal ICAC.
Now my fellow Australians, no one gets here by themselves, and I wouldn't be standing here tonight without the support, hard work, and belief of so many.
He's really doing an Obama with my fellow Australians.
Including my deputy Richard Miles and my
He is the Obama of the Australia.
my terrific economic team led by Jim Chalmers and Katie Gallagher.
Okay, I really need to go sleep now. Should I probably catch up like later when it's not like midnight?
Well,
I agree, bro. I want to fall asleep.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm just gonna stop the stream now.